squad cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
Johannesburg, April the 16th, 10:20 p.m. In a shabby apartment building not far from the city centre, 4 men are absorbed in a game of cards. The man in the blue suit avoids the eyes of his companions as he nervously selects another card from the pack.
What you got, Lyle?
27. Now, that's me out. I'm bust.
Shame. Pay up then, Lyle. Match the chips on the table.
Look, listen, Chris, I don't have the money on me right now.
Come on, Lyle. Turn the record over. Every time we play, it's the same old story. You already owe me 220 rand, which I was supposed to be getting tonight.
Chris, listen, I'm getting a check tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Your world's full of tomorrows, Lyle.
Look, if you can't afford it, don't play.
I'll pay up, don't worry. I always pay my debts.
When?
Well, I can give you half tomorrow and the other half next week.
Oh, listen to that. He's too much, isn't he?
That's all I can do. I'm sorry.
I'll meet you at the Monegasque bar tomorrow night, 9 o'clock sharp.
Oh, thanks, Chris. As I say, I'll give you half then.
Just be there. Now get out. Move.
Why don't you beat it out of him, Chris?
It crossed my mind. But I think he might be able to work off his debt.
Eh?
The jewellery shop on Friday night. He can drive the getaway car.
Johannesburg, April the 17th, 8:57 p.m. Chris Wright is sitting in the Monegasque bar awaiting the arrival of Lyle Foster. As he toys with the olive in his cocktail glass, his eyes are fixed on the entrance.
Can I get you another?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Don't worry, friend. There are plenty of fish in the sea.
I beg your pardon?
You look as though you have been stood up.
Oh, no, I'm not expecting my girlfriend. I'm waiting for a business associate.
Oh, well, I am glad to hear that. From the look on your face, I felt sure that you had some trouble with the woman, eh? Is this your friend coming now?
Yeah, that's him.
Well,
Hi there, Lyle. Let's go and find a table and sit down.
So what line of business are you in?
Redistribution.
Oh, yes, that must be very profitable, huh?
Oh, it is. It is. Right. I don't think anyone will disturb us here. Now.
Chris, look, I'm sorry. I couldn't get the money today.
Well, we won't worry about that for the time being.
I tried to get
Lyle,
it, but then...
if you're prepared to do me one small favour, then you can pay back the money in your own time.
What do you want me to do?
Sit in a car outside a shop and wait. That's all.
Is it something crooked?
In a word, yeah.
Look, I can't afford to get involved in anything illegal. I got my job to think about.
You've also got your debts to think about, Lyle.
Can you tell me a little more?
That's more like it. On Friday night, Billy and I are going to hit a little watchmaker's shop in Hillbrow. You'll drive us there, keep a lookout, and drive us home. It shouldn't be too difficult now, should it?
I don't know.
I've had a lot of experience with this sort of thing. There's nothing to it. Believe me. Billy is an experienced professional, and so am I. All you've got to do is provide transport. What do you say?
Do I have any choice?
Not if you want to stay alive.
Did you meet your friend at the bar?
Yes.
Well, it's nice of you to drop around. I thought you might be drinking with him all night.
No. I came around to speak to you about Friday night.
Oh, I'm glad. There's a smashing film at the Bayou starting Friday. It's all about this fellow...
Jill?
Yes?
I won't be able to take you out on Friday.
Oh, no, Lyle. It's been ages since we've been out together.
There's nothing I can do. Look, I'm sorry.
Well, what's it this time?
It's a business meeting.
You're not going gambling again, are you?
No, nothing of the kind.
You better not be, Lyle. Because if you are, we're finished.
Don't be like that, Jill. I'm telling you the truth. Really, I am.
All right. But if you get into any kind of trouble, don't come running to me, Lyle. I'm sick and tired of lending you money to pay your gambling debts.
Look, I'll take you to the pictures on Saturday night, I promise.
Oh, I hate going on Saturdays. You've got to queue up for ages.
Do you want to go or don't you?
Oh, well, will you take me to dinner as well?
Yeah, and I'll buy you a £5 box of chocolates, all right?
Okay. You can pick me up at 6:15.
After placating his girlfriend, Lyle Foster returns to his modest bachelor apartment in Braamfontein, where he considers the possible consequences of the Friday night to come. The next 2 days pass slowly, and on the afternoon of Friday the 20th, he is summoned by Chris Wright to attend a meeting.
Come in. Oh, good afternoon, Lyle. Nice to see you. Grab a chair and sit down.
Hello, Billy.
Lyle? Right. Now that we're all here, let me explain about tonight. This is mainly for your benefit, Lyle, so pay strict attention.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This shop's in a side street, and the owner lives on the premises. But this is not going to bother us, because we'll be in and out of there like greased lightning.
Won't you make a noise breaking in?
Oh, but we're not going to break in. Billy's got a key that fits all doors, haven't you, Billy?
Right.
A little snip of the scissors in the right place, and that's his alarm bell fixed. Then we simply lift up the boodle and depart.
Leaving him poorer, but wiser.
And all you have to do, Lyle, is keep the car running. Nothing could be simpler.
When do we move?
7:30.
That's a dangerous time.
Not at all, not at all. The owner will be upstairs listening to squad cars on the radio. That's the best time to move. He never misses it. We've checked. 7:30. Almost daylight robbery. Dig?
Yeah, suppose so.
Don't be negative, Lyle. In your position, you can't afford to be.
Oh, sorry.
Now then, when and where do we meet?
Here? In an hour's time, on the dot.
Whose car am I going to use?
Well, yours. Who else's?
Now, wait a minute.
Shut up and do as you're told. I'll be back here in 1 hour.
Hillbrow, Johannesburg, Friday the 20th, 7:30 p.m. In his flat above the shop, Ivan Resnick settles down in his favorite chair with the evening paper on his lap. He switches on the radio, and the noise of the exterior traffic is muted by the sounds from the radio.
This is the time when we kill the
Would you like another glass of wine?
Yeah, no, thank you, my dear.
Boys and girls, mums and dads.
You know, all the time I'm reading in the paper about troubles in this world.
As the boys in blue set out from John Forster Square.
Some people are having too much money. Others are having too little. Where does it all end?
I don't know why you buy the newspapers. They only upset you.
Did you hear that?
You don't know what.
There was a sound coming from the shop.
You're mentioning things. Your head's full of nonsense from the newspapers.
Don't try and tell me that I don't hear things when I do. Listen.
I hear nothing.
I'm going down to see what's going on. You wait here.
All right, if you must. But I'm telling you, you'll only tie yourself on the stairs for nothing.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Oh, easy, very easy, very easy. You'll never learn to leave the world itself. We must interfere. Ivan! Ivan!
That was smart. Really smart. Oh, yes. What if the old geezer's dead?
He said it was going to be smooth. No trouble. You didn't say anything about killing.
Shut up, the pair of you. If he'd come any further, he would have recognized me.
That was no reason to shoot him. Look, I don't want to face a murder rap.
What are we going to do now?
Go home and keep quiet. We'll just have to keep cool till this blows over. Thanks to you, Chris.
For Pete's sake, you're like a couple of old women. There's not going to be any hassle.
I hope so, Chris. I hope so.
That's all I know. I heard a shot and I went down to the shop and he was lying there on the stairs.
How is she, Constable?
In a pretty bad state of shock, Sergeant.
Why don't you go through to the bedroom and lie down, Mrs. Resnick?
Yes, thank you. I feel...
Help her up, Constable.
No, please, I'll be all right. I can manage by myself.
As you wish.
How does it look down there, Sergeant?
He's dead, I'm afraid. I'm not going to touch anything till the CID arrive.
No visible signs of breaking and entering?
Yes, they must have had a key. That could indicate some inside knowledge.
That boy should be able to give us some details on that, Sergeant.
Mrs. Resnick might be able to as well, when she's feeling better.
Well, they're bold, whoever they are.
How do you mean, Constable?
Attempting a robbery with the owner on the premises. And between the hours of 7 and 8.
Not bold, Constable. Very stupid.
The two policemen await the arrival of detectives from the murder and robbery squad who will proceed with further investigations. In another part of the city, Jill Taylor is preparing for an early night when her doorbell rings.
Who is it? Just a moment.
Hey, Jill, open up. It's Lyle. Thanks, love. Come in, Chris.
Hey, look, Lyle. I'm not really dressed to receive company. I thought I wasn't going to see you till tomorrow night.
Jill, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. This is Chris Wright. We just thought we might drop in for a game of cards.
You might have phoned to let me know.
Well, we just came round on the off chance.
That's very considerate of you.
Jill, why don't you just go and find the cards, eh?
You've got a nerve, Lyle. You really have.
Go on, love.
All right, but don't stay long. I want an early night.
Why did you want to come here? If you want an alibi, I can set up a better one than this. Why didn't we go with Billy?
If anyone starts asking questions, this is the safest. Jill will back us up.
She better, for your sake.
I can't find the cards. I don't know where they are.
Sit down for a second, love.
Why? What's the matter?
I'd like to ask you a little favor.
Ah, here we go again. If it's money, I haven't got
It's
it,
nothing
Lyle.
to do with money.
What's it got to do with you, anyway?
Sit down, Jill, please.
All right. Let's hear it.
Well, you see, Chris and I got into a spot of bother at the bar tonight.
What sort of bother?
Well, it's nothing serious. These two fellows tried to pick a fight, and we had to defend ourselves. There was a little bit of furniture broken.
So?
But it wasn't really our fault, but the manager of the place might want to press charges. Well, for the furniture, you see.
What do you want me to do about it?
If anybody asks, will you tell them that we were here with you?
Look, Lyle, what have you been up to?
Only what I told you.
You haven't been in a fight. There's not a mark on you. Tell me the truth.
So please, don't be difficult. Just do what I ask.
You've been doing something criminal, I know,
Look, it's
Lyle.
not important, lady. Forget all about it. Come on, Lyle, let's get out of here.
I'm going to ring the police.
Jill, no.
I don't want to get mixed up with gangsters.
Put that phone down.
Not on your life.
Jill, listen to me.
Hello, police?
Telephone receiver dangles limply on its cord as the two men look down on the unconscious body of Jill Taylor. Lyle Foster shakes his head in disbelief and turns to his companion, waiting for him to speak.
I'm sorry. She asked for it.
Oh, we're really in it now. You've really got us in a mess, haven't you?
Look, this one's your fault, Lyle, not mine.
What do you mean?
Telling her that damnful story about a fight in a bar. A 10-year-old child wouldn't have believed that.
It was all I could think of at the time.
Oh, why didn't you tell me that before we came here? No. Oh, it'll be all right. She'll understand.
So I made a mistake.
You made a mistake. My mistake was taking you on the job in the first place.
Yeah, well, let's not make any more. We better phone the police and give ourselves up.
What? Have you gone crazy?
There's nothing else we can do. We can't get out of this one.
Look, we can. If we use our heads. Just give me a moment to think.
Are we going to leave her here or what?
We can't leave her here. If she wakes up, we're for the high jump.
You're not going to kill her.
We've got no choice, Lyle. Do you want to hang? Because you will if she lives to talk.
I don't know. I just don't know anything.
I think I've got an idea. I've got an idea which might work. Listen to this.
Hillbrow Burglar police station, April the 21st, 9:30 a.m. It's a sunny Saturday morning in Johannesburg, and Captain Alan Southwood of the CID looks up from his desk and casts a wistful eye at the bright yellow sunlight outside his window.
Oh, a nice day for golf, Sergeant.
I wouldn't know, sir. I don't play.
I must teach you sometime. It's a great sport.
Thank you, sir. I'd love to learn, provided I can get away from the wife and kids for a while.
And work, of course.
That's also true. Speaking of work, sir, have you heard anything concerning last night's murder?
Nothing much so far. They found some prints last night, but they haven't been traced yet.
Nothing was heard or seen in the street?
No witnesses at all, Sergeant.
That makes things difficult.
You're telling me. Oh, a couple of people said they heard a shot, but that's all.
Maybe fingerprints will turn up to something, sir.
Yeah, let's hope so. Captain Southwood? Yes? Did he give his name? I see. Yes, I'll get out there right away. Thank you, Constable. It looks like we may have another case of homicide, Sergeant.
Sir?
A girl found dead in her flat in Braamfontein. These things never seem to happen in one. For weeks, things are quiet, and then bang.
The floodgates open.
Well, we'd better go and have a look.
Captain Southwood orders a car, and in a matter of minutes, he and Sergeant de Villiers are driving towards the apartment building in Braamfontein. Upon arrival, they are taken to a flat on the 3rd floor by a caretaker, who then leaves them to conduct their investigations.
What do you think, Sergeant?
I'd say it was accidental death, sir.
Death by electrocution. Girl takes a bath, listens to radio falls into bath, girl dies. Apparently straightforward.
What's in your mind, sir?
At the moment, nothing, Sergeant. Caretaker said he found her at 9:15.
Yeah, that's right, sir. What are you doing, sir?
Come have a look at this shelf, Sergeant. See here? The whole shelf is covered with dust except for this section.
It's the same width as the radio.
Precisely. This is where the radio's obviously stood for some time. Now tell me, Sergeant, if you were about to take a bath and you wanted to listen to the radio, would you take the trouble to move it from its usual resting place to the edge of the bath where it could easily fall in? Or would you simply switch it on to a higher volume?
I see what you mean, sir.
And on the body, a large bruise on the left-hand side of the jaw.
She could have knocked herself in the side of the bath, sir.
I don't think so, Sergeant. This has been arranged to appear like an accident, and very clumsily arranged.
What do you plan to do now, sir?
Well, let's take a look round the living room while we wait for the lab boys to arrive. If you touch anything, be sure to do it carefully.
Right, sir. It's a nice little flat, sir.
Yes. I don't much care for the ducks on the wall, though. Look here, Sergeant, by the telephone. A lot of pile seems to have come out of the carpet. There could have been a scuffle.
Oh, there's a message fallen on the floor here, sir. Lyle can't call till after 9. Has to meet friends at Monegasque.
Message was probably taken by the maid. Monegasque.
It's a bar in town, sir.
I think I might pop in there this evening, Sergeant.
Good evening. What you like to drink?
I'm afraid I can't drink on duty, sir.
Duty, oh. Police, eh?
That's right.
So what can I do for you? We haven't been shelling after hours. I can tell you that much.
No, it's nothing like that. I just want a little information, that's all.
Information? Concerning what?
The customer of yours. A man by the name of Lyle. Mean anything?
Lyle. Wait a minute. There were 2 fellas in here the other night. I think one of them was called Lyle. Yeah, I got a pretty good memory for these sort of things, huh?
Can you remember any of the conversation?
Yeah, I think I can. There was one of them sitting on a stool looking sort of sad, you know.
Yes, go on.
So I asked him if he's waiting for the chick.
Chick?
Chick, the girl. He says no. He says he's waiting for a business associate.
Did he mention his line of business?
Yeah, sure. He said he was in redistribution.
I see.
You know what sort of work that is, huh?
Yes, it's a criminal euphemism for robbery.
What?
No, never mind. Did he say anything else?
Not especially, no. His friend, he came in, and then they moved to the table over there.
They wanted to talk in private.
I think that's right,
Can you describe the man, Lyle?
Lyle, I think, was the one who came in after him.
What time did they leave?
Oh, I don't remember.
I want you to try. This is a murder investigation.
No kidding? Who bought it?
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
Who bought it? Who was killed?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to reveal that.
You play your cards close to the chest, huh?
Yes, but I wouldn't advise you to follow suit.
Captain Southwood brings his investigation to a close and returns to his office. He is about to call it a day when Sergeant de Villiers comes to see him with some fresh information.
Close the door, Sergeant.
Something's just come to light, sir. I think you should know about it.
What is it?
They found some prints in the girls' flat, sir.
Good. Anything else?
The prints are a perfect match with those found at the watchmaker's last night.
So there is a connection. I thought so.
I would never have thought so, sir. They appear to be two totally different crimes.
I questioned the barman at the Monegasque this evening. From what he told me, I gathered that the men we want are responsible for both crimes. He remembers a conversation between two men, one of them named Lyle, and the word redistribution was used.
A robbery?
Right.
What do you intend to do now, sir?
The barman gave me a description of these men, which I've circulated, and a general alert's been put out.
Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, sir.
So am I, Sergeant.
At the instigation of Captain Southwood, the investigation gathers momentum. The ballistics experts determine the caliber of the weapon used to kill Ivan Resnick, and the fingerprint department works through the night, attempting to establish the identity of the murderer. No further information comes to hand until the Tuesday evening, when Captain Southwood receives an unexpected telephone call.
Captain Southwood?
This is the barman from the Monegasque.
Yes?
Those men you were looking for. There is one of them here now.
I see.
So what do you want me to do?
Just keep him there for another 15 minutes. Pull in over there, Sergeant.
Right, sir. What's our next move, sir?
We wait for him to come out. I want him to lead us to the other one.
There's no possibility of him slipping out the back way, sir.
There's no back entrance, Sergeant. If he wants to come out, he'll have to come this way. There he is. Fits the barman's description exactly. Green pull leather lot.
He's getting into that blue car over there, sir.
Get on his tail, Sergeant. That's the way, Sergeant. Just keep out of sight.
He's pulling over at the curb, sir.
Pull up here.
Right, sir. He's going into that basement flat.
Right. Wait till he's inside for a minute, and then we can pop in for tea. You better check your revolver, Sergeant, just in case.
Who is it? Chris!
Oh, thanks, Billy. Evening, Lyle.
Hi.
Did you get anything for the stuff?
You're not going to believe this.
Come on, tell us the worst.
420 rod.
Hey? Oh, no. An old man dies for 420 rand.
Well, let's divide it up so we can all get out of here.
What do you mean, divide it up? There's no share for you. You've still got to cover your debts.
Now, wait a minute. After what I've been through, I deserve some of that money. Who helped you arrange that accident with Joe?
Yeah, what accident? Yeah, what are you two talking about?
Stay right where you are.
What? Hey!
What? That was a very interesting conversation. Thank you very much, gentlemen. You've told us all we need to know.
William Young was found guilty of robbery and sentenced to 15 years imprisonment. the judge concluded that both Lyle Foster and Christopher Wright were guilty of robbery and murder. They both paid the supreme penalty.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of Squad Cars.
Listen again next Friday evening to another dramatic story in our authentic South African police series, Squad Cars. Squad Cars is directed by Colin Fish and produced by David Gooden.
Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
Durban, Tuesday, February the 20th, 11:30 a.m. The Berea branch of the Central Bank Limited has a large, cool home, a welcome refuge from the baking summer day. The early banking rush is over, and the dearth of customers affords teller David Pienaar time to check his balance. He has nearly finished his task when a tap on the locked door behind him makes him glance up.
Davy!
What's the trouble?
No trouble. Foreign exchange wants some small notes. Can you help him out?
What's he need?
20 singles.
No trouble. Hand over the money.
Here.
19, 20. There you are.
Thank you.
Hey, see the paper this morning?
Paper?
Yeah, on the front page. Another bank robbery. Some blokes walked into a bank with guns, held them up, and took off with about 20,000.
Yeah. Aren't you scared it'll happen to you?
What's to be scared about? I know hero. If they came at me with guns, I'd say take the lot and welcome.
You wouldn't.
I certainly would, Jack. Anyway, it's standing instructions. That's what the bank wants us to do.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. Ask any of the tellers. They want to avoid any chance of bloodshed. Can't risk giving the bank a bad name or something like that.
Yes, well, thanks for the change.
My pleasure, Jack. See you around.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Andrew. Hey, listen, are you doing anything after work?
Nothing serious. Why?
Look, I can't talk now. I've got to nip over to foreign exchange. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, I'll meet you in the pub when we knock off, eh?
No, not the pub. Come to my flat tonight.
5:30 p.m. A flat perched high on Ridge Road. Jack Phillips opens the glass door leading from his neat bed sitting room, and, beer in hand, he strolls onto the balcony. It's a calm, cool Durban evening. From this high point, Jack can see dozens of ships lined up in the roadstead outside Durban Harbour. One by one, navigational and riding lights wink on. Jack sighs contentedly and takes a sip from the dew-beaded glass in his hand.
Yeah, this is the life, man. This is the life. Oh, 5:30 on the dot. You're a punctual man, Andy Webber. Okay, I'm coming.
Well, now that's what I like to see. The host polishing off the beer supply before his guests can get at it. A man after my own heart.
Well, you haven't missed much. I'm only 2 sips into the first one.
Right. Give me a chance to catch up, will you?
Come on in.
Okay.
The beer's in the fridge. You know where it is.
Yep, certainly do. What's so special that we couldn't talk in the pub?
I'll tell you when you've got a beer.
That won't be any time at all, I can tell you. Now then, what's the big secret, eh?
Sit down, relax.
Okay. Oh, just pass that glass, will you?
Sure.
Ta. Nothing better after a hard day. Well, here's looking at you.
Cheers. You got a lot of money in the bank, Andy?
You're joking, of course. It costs too much just to stay alive these days. Well, I mean, I am trying to say, but... Yeah, wouldn't mind a car like yours for a start.
Yes. It's nice, but it's not paid for.
And this flat... Well, I mean, you know, it must set you back a bit.
Almost more than I can afford. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What's the big scheme? You planning to rob a bank or something?
That's exactly what I am planning, Andy.
What? Oh, now look. Don't do that when a bloke's drinking, will you? I nearly believed you for a second there.
You better believe me, Andy, because I do mean it.
I think you do mean it. Now, look here, Jack.
No, hang on. Hear me out, Andy, will you? It's a lot easier than you imagine. I mean, we ought to know. We work there.
Well, I don't know what to say, Jack. You are serious, aren't you?
Never more serious in my life. Think about it, Andy. Think how much the tellers carry at the end of the month. Thousands. And that's only in a little branch like Berea. I was talking to Davy Pina this morning. With this rash of hold-ups around town, they've issued new instructions to the tellers.
Shoot on sight, I should imagine.
No, the very opposite. They've been told not to offer any resistance at all.
They've what?
That's just what I say. If an armed robber walks into the bank, they hand over the lot and hope he doesn't shoot. Now think about it. With our knowledge of the bank, we'll know just when to do it, how to go about it. Now that we know the teller won't try any rough stuff, we can't lose.
You're forgetting one thing.
Oh, what's that?
They all know us at the bank. Now, what do you imagine will happen if the two of us walk in there with guns and say, hand over the money?
You're still not taking me seriously, are you?
I don't know. I'm trying not to.
We'll wear masks, of course. Someone else will do the talking. We'll just stand in the background, make sure it all goes off all right.
Someone else?
That's right. We need 2 more boys, and I think I know who. Fellows I was at school with. Don't worry, I'll organize that side of it. Well, Andy, are you with me or against me?
You know, when you think about it, it'll be the biggest laugh of the century. Eh?
Pretty profitable joke, too, eh?
Yeah, why not? I'm with you, Jack.
The sun falls behind the Berea. Gradually, lights flicker on around the tall blocks of flats. But Andrew Webber and Jack Phillips are quite oblivious of the world outside. They talk far into the night. Much later, Webber walks out of the building with an intent look on his face. But there is determination in his stride, and his eyes are shining. It's now 2 weeks later. Again, a Tuesday morning at the small bank in Musgrave Road. Jack Phillips sits at his desk, glancing first at his watch and then at the huge electric clock on the wall. They both tell him the same thing, 11:30 a.m., and time to move. Phillips pushes back his chair, stands up, looks about him for a moment, and then, as if suddenly making up his mind, walks over to the door marked manager and knocks.
Come in. Excuse me, Mr. Lamb, could I have a word with you?
Yes, of course we can. Phillips, come in, close the door, will you? Well, now, what's the trouble?
Well, I'm sure it's nothing serious, sir. It's just that... I'm afraid I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, dear. What's the matter?
It's a touch of flu, I think, sir. We're not very busy this morning. I was wondering if it wouldn't be a good idea for me to go home and sweat it out.
Yes, of course, you do that, my boy. Go straight home. I'm sure we won't go bankrupt without you.
No, of course not, sir.
Off you go, then. I hope you're feeling much better in the morning.
No, I'm sure I shall be, sir. Much better.
Ah, there you are. What happened?
Easy as falling off a log. I told him I had flu. Had to go home to bed.
Oh, must be an epidemic starting.
What? Well, that's what I told the chief accountant. Flu. Oh. Well, that'll give them something else to worry about. Where are the other two?
Over there, in your car.
Let's go.
Careful, mate. That was a red light. You don't want to get picked up by the traffic cops at this stage.
Sorry, I was thinking. You two in the back. You sure of everything?
Dead sure, Jack.
Bill?
Yeah, we go down to the beachfront now. I find a motorbike. Barry steals a car, right?
Right. And then we all meet at the top of Berman Drive. You leave your car there. We drive down to the bank in the car that I steal. All except Bill.
I follow on the bike. Jack, I still don't think we need the bike.
We need it. Trust me. For a start, in the very unlikely event of a police car turning up at the wrong moment, we split up. You go one way and the car goes the other. They can't follow us both. They think about it for just that second we need to get away. Besides, I don't believe in putting all my eggs in one basket. Satisfied?
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, here we are. It's a beachfront. Shouldn't be too hard to find an unlocked car. We look for one with an out-of-town number plate. That'll be the easiest. People are so trusting.
Hold it a second.
What's the matter?
Pull up, Jack. Drop me here, will you? That bike parked over there. That'll be perfect.
Sure you can get it going?
Should think so. Look at the way the handlebars are pointing. Dead straight. He hasn't locked the steering. I'll just have to cross a couple of wires.
Right, out you get. You too, Barry.
Okay.
Careful now. Don't get caught.
No chance. See you on the hill.
12:15 p.m., Berman Drive. The thick bush towers over the narrow tarmac road. In a small clearing overlooking the winding Umgeni Valley stands the smart sports car of Jack Phillips. In the car sit Phillips and Webber, quiet, nervous. Phillips glances at his watch and turns to Webber.
20 minutes. They should have been here by now.
They'll be here. Just relax.
Have you got a cigarette?
Yours finished?
Yeah. Can you believe it? I plan everything so carefully and then forget to buy cigarettes.
Yeah. Here.
Thanks, mate. Guns all right?
Yeah, here, in my bag.
Let's have another look at them. I've got to be sure. 4 automatics. They weren't easy to get. That's good they're not loaded. And that's the way they have to stay, Andy.
We wouldn't shoot anyone.
Accidents could happen. I don't want to face a murder charge.
They can hang you for armed robbery these days.
It won't be armed robbery if the guns aren't loaded. They're to threaten with, that's all.
You know that, and I know that. Let's hope we'll be able to convince the cops.
If we don't lose our nerve, there won't be any cops.
Isn't that a car coming up the hill?
Yeah. Let's hope it's Barry.
Ah, there it comes. Round the corner now.
Oh, thank goodness that's him.
Yeah, and there's Bill right behind him on the bike. Oh, it looks like we're in business, Jack.
That's right, mate. Let's go and rob a bank.
.45. The stolen car pulls into a loading zone outside the central bank in Musgrave Road. A powerful motorbike eases to a stop behind it. The rider, Bill Mason, carefully stalls the engine and lifts the bike onto its stand. He watches as the 3 men in the car duck below the windows, hastily donning black hoods. He feels in his pocket and is reassured by the cold barrel of an automatic pistol. The driver of the car signals to him. Mason nods briefly and walks through the glass doors into the bank. He stops at the foreign exchange counter.
Good day, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, it's about some money in England. I want to get it out here, you see.
Yes, sir.
Well, I want you to help me, to organize it all. How long will it take?
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to know more about it than that, sir. Depend how much is involved and how much you actually...
Will everybody please stand perfectly still and raise their hands?
What's going on? I mean...
You heard the man. Up with your hands.
That's a gun.
Clever boy. And if you're very good, it won't go off.
All the tellers will release the catches on their locks. They will do nothing to stop my 2 colleagues from entering their cubicles and filling those kit bags they carry. Is that understood? Right. Get to it.
No, you can't...
They can, Jarman. Don't you dare try and stop them.
You're quite mad. You'll never get away with this.
Who's that?
That's the manager, Mr. Lamb.
Don't you dare to...
You! Lamb, stay just where you are. Don't move or I'll shoot your teller.
The police, the police have been called. They'll be here in seconds.
I don't think so. You haven't gone near the alarm switch.
Right, they finished. Come on, Bill. Let's pull out.
You lot stay exactly where you are. I'm taking this man with me. No, if any of you make a move to follow us or ring that alarm, he gets it. Walk.
Release that man. Release him at once.
All in good time.
Doors open, Bill.
Right, mate. Inside and stay there.
Simple. Just like I said it would be. Right, now to the car. Bill, you take the bike and stick to the route we decided.
Right.
Okay, Jack, take it away.
Hang on, Jack. Bill's got trouble.
Look at him. Blasted bike won't start. What's he doing? He's doing his best. It's not good enough. Bill, leave it. Get over here.
Heck, I'm sorry, Jack. Won't start. Wire's loose or something.
Never mind, mate. Get in. They'll have hit that alarm switch by now. We've got to get out of here.
1:03 p.m. The stolen car slams into gear and dodges into the stream of traffic, leaving the stranded motorbike propped on the pavement behind it. Scant seconds later, the raucous burglar alarm on the outside of the bank wall clangs into life. The bank's doors burst open and frightened and bewildered employees stream onto the pavement.
Pinar, you saw them. Which way did they go? Back that way, Mr. Lamb, towards Sydenham Road.
Where's that police car? They must...
But give them a chance, sir. We only just started the alarm.
Did you get the number of the car?
No, sir, I didn't. It was too far off.
Oh, where's that police car? We've got to catch them. They won't get away with this. They can't.
Within minutes, 2 cars attached to the Durban radio squad are on the scene. A description of the getaway car is flashed to patrol cars throughout the city, and detectives of the murder and robbery squad are called to the bank. Lieutenant Gerald Crosby and Warrant Officer Peter Kitoff question the staff, carefully reconstructing the crime.
Now then, Mr. Lamb, let's get back over that again. There were 4 men, you say?
Yes, that's right. 3 of them were masked. Hooded, you know.
And the 4th wasn't? Yes, that's a trick that's been used before. Get one man close to the counter without raising suspicion. Go on.
Well, that was it. They came into the tellers' cages, stuffed the money into 2 kit bags and left.
Taking one of your tellers as far as the door?
As a hostage, yes. I didn't dare set off the alarm until he was safe.
Of course. Now, they spoke to you?
Only 2 of them. The man without a mask and one of the others. The 2 men with the kit bags didn't say a word.
Did you form any impression of the men? Not their descriptions, we already have those. What about their manner, their speech? Did they seem particularly rough types?
No, that's just it. They were very well-spoken. They seemed to be educated boys.
They were very young?
Well, not exactly teenagers, you know. Early 20s, I'd say. Very intelligent.
Why do you say that?
Well, they knew exactly what they were doing. Where to find the money, where the alarm switch was, everything.
They did they? It struck you as a well-planned operation?
Oh, yes, very well planned. The whole thing couldn't have taken more than about 10 minutes.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
What's the matter, Mr. Kitoff?
Something outside I think you should take a look at, sir.
Outside?
Yes, sir. Something I left behind. A motorcycle. Yeah, there it is, sir.
You sure it's stolen?
I reported about an hour ago. It was taken from the beachfront.
Now, what on earth would they want with a motorbike? According to the teller, they made their getaway in a car.
The bike wouldn't start, sir. Look, he's pulled these ignition wires out to start it, and they've slipped out again. They've come adrift. No wonder it wouldn't start.
Right, Mr. Kitoff, have them fingerprinted and bring it over to headquarters. So far, it's the only clue we've got.
The head of the Port Natal murder and robbery squad is Captain George Fisher. His office that Tuesday afternoon is a calm oasis in a stormy police headquarters. The police machine has moved into top gear.
This is the latest picture, is it?
That's it, sir. Everything we have so far. What do you think, sir?
I think this is one of the strangest bank robberies I've ever come across.
Why do you say that, sir?
Well, look at it. Doesn't follow any of the established patterns, except possibly this bit about the unmasked man getting up to the counter.
You mean the type of people involved?
Partly that, and partly the way they went about it. Their ages, their whole behavior pattern. It looks like a very carefully planned amateur affair. Another thing, the prints from that motorbike. They're still checking with Pretoria, but those prints don't appear on any of our files of known criminals. Bank robbery is big league stuff. You very seldom find it being attempted by criminals who haven't graduated through petty theft and one or two armed robberies. This man hasn't one single conviction to his name.
The very fact that he left prints on the bike should be a pointer.
Exactly. Now, I think I've got something that might help you.
What is it, sir?
A car. We found an abandoned car up on Berman Drive. It was reported stolen from the beachfront area about the same time that the bike went missing. It's a Walker Swift. That's the make of car our young friends were seen to make their getaway in. Do you think it's worth a visit?
I certainly do, sir. Have they left the car where it is?
Still up in Berman Bush, for all I know.
Good, I'll get up there as soon as I can.
Nearly at the top of the hill now, sir.
Right, Mr. Kidoff. Keep your eyes open. That car's supposed to be in a view sight near the top.
The view sight up ahead, sir.
There's the car, Walker Swift. Dark blue. The teller said he thought it was green.
Yeah, and somebody else described it as black.
Put in there and let's have a look at it.
Thanks, sir.
I'm pretty sure that's the car.
Yeah, it couldn't be any other. Yeah, who'd steal a car at 12 and leave it way up here only hours later?
Unless it already had served its purpose.
Yeah. Silver dust on the door handles. Yeah, the fingerprint boys have already been over it.
Well, then it's our turn. We're going to search that car, Mr. Kidoff. We're going to search it until we find something.
Well, that's it. Hey, what a party that turned out to be, huh? Tremendous. I've got to hand it to you, Jack. Brilliant organization.
Yeah, well done, Jack.
Easiest day's work of my life. Who said crime doesn't pay?
Well, it's going to, right now. Hey, Andy, you get into the kitchen and organize us a little celebration drink. Then we can get down to the serious business of the afternoon.
What's that?
Dividing the money, mate. Dividing the money.
Great.
Just one thing, though, eh? Let's get those guns back. I'll feel a lot safer when they're locked away.
Yeah, fine. Here's mine.
And mine. Hey, imagine their faces if we told them they weren't loaded, eh?
Yeah.
Eh? And there's mine. Bill, let's have yours. What's the matter, Bill?
The gun, it was here in my pocket.
Oh, you haven't lost it.
It was there when I jumped into the car outside the bank. I felt it there. It must have fallen out in the car, slipped behind the back seat.
Oh, you fool! That's torn it.
I'm sorry, Jack. Honestly, I am.
I hired those guns. I got a temporary license and hired them. They've got my name. They traced the blasted thing. We've got to get it back.
How are you doing, Mr. Kidoff?
Nothing very exciting here, sir.
Come and give me a hand over here, will you?
What are you going to do, sir?
Lift up this back seat. Never know, something might have slipped down here. You take that side, will you?
All right, sir. Got it.
Let's have a look down here. Well. Look at that.
Yeah, a pistol.
Now, how do you think that got there?
You think they tried to hide it there, sir?
Hardly likely. They must have known we'd find it. I think it slipped down here by accident. Oh, they're going to be very unhappy people when they find it's missing. I hope you don't have any plans for a few hours, Mr. Kidoff.
Why is that, sir?
We're going to hide our car down the road a bit and make ourselves comfortable in that patch of bush and wait. I think the odds are pretty steeply in favor of our young friends coming back up here to collect their missing gun. You all right?
No, apart from a broken back, I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Patience, Mr. Kidoff. They'll be here. They've probably waited for nightfall.
There's a car coming down the hill from the ridge roadside, sir.
Let's hope this is it. Slowing down. I think this is it.
Only one man, sir.
But he's heading straight for the back door of the car. This is one of them, all right. You get between him and his car just in case he makes a run for it. Right, let's get him.
You lost something?
What? Who are you?
Police.
Police, now look.
What's your name?
Phillips. Jack Phillips. Look, this is all very simple.
You'll have plenty of opportunity to do that. I'm arresting you, Mr. Phillips, on a charge of armed robbery.
Phillips lost no time in supplying the police with the names and addresses of his 3 accomplices. And before 11 the next morning, the police had arrested all 4 suspects and recovered all but 150 rand of the missing money. Less than 12 hours had passed since the hold-up in Musgrave Road. At their subsequent trial, they were found guilty on 1 count of armed robbery and 2 of theft. In passing sentence, the judge took into account the ages of the 4 young men and the fact that their firearms had not been loaded. They were each sentenced to 9 years imprisonment, 3 of which were suspended for 3 years.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars.
Listen again next Friday evening to another dramatic story in our authentic South African police series, Squad Cars. Squad Cars is directed by Colin Fish and produced by David Goodman.
General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
Northcliffe, Johannesburg, May the 21st, 11:15 p.m. Fluorescent lights cast a dazzling white glare over a service station which nestles in a cutting not far from the busy highway. Inside the station, the manager is balancing his accounts and looking forward to a good night's sleep. It's been a long day, and as he counts the takings, he is unaware of the large green sedan parked opposite the station.
What's he doing now? Stroking a cat? Don't put me off. I'm not. If you lean over, you can see. He's giving it milk now, see? Yeah. We better move before he puts that money away. I don't like those lights. Ultraviolet doesn't do much for me. It makes me look all blue. We're both going to look blue if we're dead. What if he keeps a gun in there? Don't invent obstacles, Mike, old buddy. It's going to be very smooth and easy.
What is it now?
Just thinking. The look on his face when he sees the masks. He'd probably die of fright.
There goes the big light.
Right. That's just dark enough. Now let's move before he turns off the others. Masks?
Right.
It's an improvement, I must say. You should wear it all the time. Ha, ha, ha. Right. Funny's over. Ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Tomorrow's cars are here today from Chevrolet. The all-new Chevrolet Constantia. Quality inside and out. From an engine with superior power to a stunningly beautiful new shape to interior comforts worthy of a man at the top. Constantia represents so much advanced thinking that you have to drive it to believe it. The big, new, majestic Chevrolet Commando station wagon. Big in comfort, in spaciousness, in styling, in engineering. Let the new Commando take you places smoothly. The features that put the all-new Chevrolet Constantia and Commando wagon so far ahead of their time could go on and on. So why not experience the feel of tomorrow, today, at your Chevrolet dealer?
Northcliffe, Johannesburg, 11:17 p.m. Martin Collins, manager of the Rest a While service station, strokes the small grey kitten at his side and thinks of the bed waiting for him at home. The kitten responds affectionately, and the night seems peaceful.
What's the matter, Moggy? Don't you want to stay here all by yourself, eh? Don't worry. I'll be here tomorrow morning. Time to give you your breakfast. Who are you?
Santa Claus and his jolly old elf. Put your eyes back in their sockets, Pops. We just want your money, that's all.
Don't hurt me, please. I'm an old man.
Just turn your face to the wall, Pops. Now.
All right, but don't hurt me. You could take the money, but don't hurt me.
Turn around like a nice old man. That's the way. All right, Mike, bring the money over here. Now you see it. Now you don't.
Teddy, let's get out of here.
Farewell. Happy dreams.
Quiet, Molly, quiet. Hello, police.
Martin Collins telephones the flying squad and then hugs the small kitten to his chest for comfort. In a matter of minutes, a squad car is on the scene, and Martin is soon telling his story to two policemen.
Easy does it, sir. You've had a nasty experience. Just tell us about it in your own time.
I'm gabbling at the moment, I know, but it was terrible. They was wearing masks.
Masks? Stockings or something?
No. Terrible masks. One was a Santa Claus and the other was... I don't know.
That's all right, sir. Just tell us what you can. A Santa Claus mask. Oh, that sounds pretty macabre. Can you remember anything they said, sir?
Only one of them spoke. He seemed fairly intelligent and well-spoken.
As he took your money? Well, a bit of class coming into the criminal world, Constable. I doubt it, Sergeant.
I don't really know. He didn't really say much at all. I can't be sure.
Of course, sir. Did he have a young voice? Can you remember that much?
Oh, yes, he did. And they were both carrying clubs.
It sounds like a couple of teenagers, Sergeant. I'd say so, Constable. I can't see professional criminals wearing fancy dress masks. Oh, hello, little fellow. What's your name, then?
His name's Moggy.
He looks as though he's used up 8 of his 9 lives, Mr. Collins.
We both have, Constable.
Sergeant Matthews and Constable Rutt drive the dazed Mr. Collins home and then set off on their rounds once again. The highway is a maze of glittering lights as they drive towards the center of Johannesburg.
He was really shaken up, Constable. I don't blame him. The idea of that Santa Claus mask has a touch of humor to it. These aren't the usual run of criminals, Sergeant.
Did you see the report on that robbery in Houghton a couple of weeks back?
No, Sergeant. What was that all about?
A petrol station.
Same sort of thing as tonight?
Almost exactly. 2 men armed with clubs and...
wearing masks?
No. Beetle wigs.
You must be joking, Sergeant.
I've never been more serious in my life, Constable. 2 men with stockings pulled over their faces and wearing beetle wigs.
Oh, that's what I call a modus operandi.
If you ask me, it's a couple of kids doing it for some weird form of kicks.
And profit.
Of course. Well, they're out of their minds if they think they can get away with it. If they try it again, someone's bound to spot them.
I wonder if they're going to try it again.
Well, if they do, we can offer them 2 tickets to the policeman's ball.
Who is it?
Cavalier of the night.
I might have known. Hang about. What have you been up to now?
Mike and I have just been out on a giggle. Honestly, Tracy, you should have seen this bloke's face when we...
Look, I'll get you a drink and you quieten down. Then you can tell me all about it, okay?
Okay.
What was it? Another service station?
Yeah. This time it was worth 320 rand.
Michael, did he enjoy himself this time?
He was a little bit po-faced about it all.
It takes a lot to light a fire under young Michael.
Underdeveloped sense of humor, that's all. Thanks.
Cheers. To more giggles.
Yeah. Well, that'll be Mike now. Closer. It's all right, Michael. Gang's all here. Go on, Mama. Answer the door. Hi.
Hello, Michael.
Did you get rid of the car? Yeah. Oh, for heaven's sake, Mike, relax. You look like you lost 2 bob and found 6pence.
Oh, no, I'm all right. It's just that the last time was fun. Tonight...
Yes, tonight?
Well, that old man was really scared. He thought we were going to kill him.
Oh, don't talk rubbish, Michael. We were probably the most exciting things he's ever seen. He'll be telling his grandchildren all about us.
Have you got anything else up your sleeve, Terry?
I have an idea. Yeah.
What's it going to be this time?
It's very much in embryo at the moment. But it should be fun.
I don't think Michael was very much impressed with tonight's episode.
No, I'm all right. It's just that this sort of thing is new to me.
It's new to us all. That's what makes it so exciting.
If Terry has a nice idea, are you in?
Of course.
Good boy, Michael. Shall we all sit down and have a production conference?
It's approaching 1 o'clock in the morning at Hillbrow Police Station when Lieutenant Horrocks summons Sergeant Matthews to his office.
Sit down, Sergeant. I'm sorry to drag you in here when you're about to go off duty, but I have a couple of facts that might interest you concerning the Northcliffe robbery.
Yes, sir?
At 9:30 p.m., a green Anaconda sedan was stolen in the suburb of Northcliffe. Now, your report says that the robbery took place at 11:20.
That's right, sir.
The car has just been reported abandoned in Berea.
Well, I'd say there was definitely a connection, sir.
When the service station robbery occurred at Houghton, the pattern was exactly the same. The car was stolen on the same night.
And abandoned, sir.
Yeah, that's right, Sergeant. If the crimes are connected, it's very messy. Stealing a car in a suburb where they're about to commit a robbery. It's very amateur.
And the masks, too, sir. I'd say these boys are definitely new to the game.
It doesn't make them any the less dangerous, Sergeant. There's been no violence so far, but if they try it again, it might get very nasty indeed.
I only wish that people would take more precautions with their personal safety, sir. It makes our job very difficult.
That's why we're here, Sergeant, because they don't.
It's 2:20 a.m. on the morning of the 22nd, and the 2 policemen decide to bring the long night to an end and continue investigations when they report back on duty the next day. However, in another part of the city, 2 youths and a girl are very much awake.
I've got to admit, it sounds very interesting.
What do you think, Mike?
Yes, it sounds all right.
It sounds all right. You really are a ball of enthusiasm, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Terry. I didn't think that...
Leave him alone, Terry. Don't worry, Mike. Putting you down just makes him feel superior. It provides him with ego fodder.
Actually, I think it's about time that you left us, Mike. Well, I want to have a chat with Tracy. Run along and get some sleep, and we'll meet up tomorrow night, okay? All right. Good night, Tracy. Aren't you going to say good night to me? Good night.
You mustn't go upsetting him like that. He's not a very bright lad.
Painfully obvious. I really don't know why I'm keeping him around.
Because he does your bidding like a faithful puppy. You must have something servile around you all the time. Only don't try those tricks with me. I bite.
I know. Well, whatever you feel about me, life's certainly not dull when I'm around, right?
I'll give you that, Terry. You really know how to mix things up.
You are sure that you want to come with us tomorrow night?
Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
This should be the best one yet. I can hardly wait.
You really enjoy being a Super Moriarty, don't you?
Everything else is dull, my love. Except you.
Thank you, kind sir. Just do me one favour.
Ask and you shall receive.
Tomorrow night. No violence, please.
Tracy, we don't hurt people. Just shake them up a little.
Well, make sure you keep it that way.
It's all going to be as smooth as silk. And highly entertaining.
Nice of you to join us, Michael.
Huh? Dad? Look, I'm sorry I'm late.
Late? It's after 3 o'clock. Your mother and I have been worried sick. Where the devil have you been?
Just out with some of the lads.
Did you have anything to drink?
Well, we had a few.
How many's a few?
Oh, Dad,
Now listen to me. A young fellow can get into a lot of trouble in this fair city of ours. Your mother and I think it's about time you pull yourself into line. If there's any more of this 3 o'clock in the morning nonsense, I'm going to start being really tough with you. You understand?
Yes, Dad.
Right, I get up to bed. Pronto.
Yes, Dad.
Make sure you're up for work at 8.
May the 22nd, 3:20 a.m. For the night staff at Hillbrow Police Station, the day's work carries relentlessly on. Accident reports, an assault in Hillbrow, and endless cups of hot coffee. Constable Harris is about to take his third cup of the night when the telephone rings.
Hillbrow Police Station.
I want to report a robbery.
Could I have your name and address, please, sir?
It is tomorrow night. Service station, corner of Marine Drive and 3rd Avenue West East.
Hello? Hello?
Tomorrow's cars are here today from Chevrolet. The all-new Chevrolet Constantia. Quality inside and out. From an engine with superior power to a stunningly beautiful new shape to interior comforts worthy of a man at the top. Constantia represents so much advanced thinking that you have to drive it to believe it. The big, new, majestic Chevrolet Commando station wagon. Big in comfort, in spaciousness, in styling, in engineering. Let the new Commando take you places smoothly. The features that put the all-new Chevrolet Constantia and Commando wagon so far ahead of their time could go on and on. So why not experience the feel of tomorrow, today, at your Chevrolet dealer?
West Dean, Johannesburg, May the 22nd, 4:45 p.m. On the corner of Marine Drive and 3rd Avenue, a police car idles into a service station. The occupants are Sergeant Ed Matthews and Constable Eric Rutt.
Hey, what can I do for you, Sergeant?
I'm Sergeant Matthews, and this is Constable Rudd.
How do you do?
Hello. We have reason to believe, sir, that you're the intended victim of a robbery.
How do you come to know this?
Well, a phone call came through to the Hillbrow Police Station early this morning. The caller indicated that your station is to be robbed tonight.
Who made this call?
I'm afraid I don't know, sir. He wouldn't give his name. He just informed us of the bare facts. He didn't even specify the time.
Sounds like a prankster to me.
Yes. Well, I'd like to believe that myself, sir. But 2 service stations have been robbed recently, and we strongly suspect that yours is the 3rd on their list.
Well, what do you suggest I do?
When do you close down for the night, sir?
Oh, about 11, 11:30. We don't get very busy here at night.
I see. And you're the last to leave?
Aye, that's right.
Would you object if I stood in for you tonight, sir?
As a sort of a decoy?
In a manner of speaking, yes, sir.
I've no objection to that at all. In fact, it'll make me feel a lot safer.
Good. Now, this is what we intend to do. I take it that you balance the books at the end of the day.
Aye, I do.
Well, I shall be dressed in your uniform doing exactly that. With me, I shall have a small transistor radio, which will keep me in contact with Constable Root here.
I'll be parked just around the corner, sir. So if Sergeant Matthews needs assistance, I can be here in a couple of seconds.
Did you fellows work this out just now?
We did give it just a little bit of thought back at the station, sir.
I was wondering. You seem to have this sort of thing down to a fine art.
Well, we'll have to see how it works in practice tonight.
Well, if I can be of any assistance at all, please let me know.
Well, if you could hand over to me at about 5 o'clock and for safety send your Bantu assistants home, you can wait in one of the back storerooms.
It'll be a pleasure, Sergeant. I wish you lots of luck.
Thank you, sir.
What's time, Terry?
Just about 7:30.
Where the devil is Mike?
Trying to tear himself away from his mother's apron strings, I should think. His parents are quite tyrannical.
Hello. Hello, Mike. Yes, he's here. Just a moment. Mike wants to talk to you.
Does he now? Yes, what is it? I see. No, don't worry. It'll be all right. Yes, I'm sure. Bye.
What's all that about?
Michael says he can't come tonight because his parents won't let him.
I don't believe it.
I do. On second thoughts, I don't really want him along anyway. He's apt to frighten easily.
I can't help seeing that you're a little bit too glib about this whole business.
What do you mean?
Well, your ideas are exciting, but a bit slipshod. I don't like stealing a car for a start. How do you know the station manager will be alone?
Look, don't tell me I got another Michael on my hands. Look, believe me, there is absolutely nothing to be worried about. If it looks just the least bit dodgy, we'll simply turn round and go quietly home.
You want to go through with it, then? Even without Michael?
Of course. I think it'll be better that way. You can wait in the car, and I'll do the job alone. How's that sound?
You don't look any confidence, do you?
No, ma'am.
Maybe that's why I'm so crazy about you.
Let's go and find ourselves a car.
Calling Constable Root. Come in, please. Over.
Read you, Sergeant. Anything turned up yet? Over.
So far, I've sold 6 gallons of petrol and 2 bottles of window cleaner. How's it look from your side? Over.
Very quiet. No sign of anything suspicious. Over.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. I'll check with you in 30 minutes. Over and out. I wonder what our friends will be dressed up as tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if they attack only when the moon is full.
Sergeant Matthews relaxes into a chair and proceeds to lose his thoughts in a favorite magazine. The only thing to do now is wait. Wait for 2 thieves in grotesque masks. At Hillbrow Police Station, Lieutenant Horrocks is filling out a report when his concentration is disturbed by a knock on the door.
Come in. Yes? Can I help you in any way?
I'd like to talk to you for a bit. Can I sit down?
Of course. Take that seat there.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
I want to report a robbery.
I see. Have you seen the sergeant at the desk?
Yes, I have. But I wanted to talk to someone in private.
It wouldn't have anything to do with robbing service stations, would it?
Yes. Yes. You see, I didn't know what to do. I was getting in so deep. I was scared.
So you made an anonymous phone call to the station, right?
Yes. Yes, that's right. My head's been going round and round. Finally, I forced myself to come and see you.
The lieutenant takes a statement from the youth and radios Sergeant Matthews, telling him of the new development in the case. At 10:30 p.m., a blue sedan stops some 80 meters from the garage in West Dean.
It's funny. There's nobody about at all.
I told you this place closes early.
There's only one light on, in the small office, see?
Yeah. He's counting the chips by the look of it.
What's that?
What does it look like?
Terry, you promised me there wouldn't be any violence.
I didn't promise you anything.
Terry, please don't take a gun in there.
Just keep quiet, Tracy. Let me do this my way.
I don't like your way. Somebody might be killed. It could even be you. Did you stop to think about that?
For the last time, nobody is going to get hurt. Especially yours truly.
Terry, let's go home.
Tracy, for Pete's sake, shut up. I'm going to do it now. You just sit tight and start the engine as soon as I go in. I'll wave to you from the office. When you see me do that, run the car up to the drive and I'll get in, okay?
Okay.
And be prepared to go like that devil. What's the matter now?
I was just thinking. Doesn't feel like fun. Not now.
Do you read me, Constable? Over.
Yes, Sergeant. What instructions? Over.
He's just getting out of the car now. I can't see whether he's wearing a mask or not. Now, just turn your lights on low beam and ease around the corner as I instruct you. Do you read me? Over.
Yes, Sergeant. Over.
Start moving. Now. Yes, you'll see him as you turn. When he's with me, just ease up to the car and grab the driver. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he stopped. Blast! He spotted you. Close in. Quickly, close in. That's it, Constable. Sit on his tail till we get him out into the open. Then we can head him off.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I shouldn't have let him spot me at the station.
Now, don't worry about that now, Constable. You're not hit. That's the main thing.
That girl can drive, Sergeant.
So can you. Now, just keep breathing down her neck.
It looks as though they're heading for the dam.
Yeah, well, we should be able to get them there. Just stay with them.
They're sticking to us like glue. Can't you go any faster?
I can't. We'll crash if I do.
Move!
Terry, I can't.
What do you think you're doing? Keep your eyes on the road. Tracy, look out! Tracy. Tracy.
Hey, little girl, Constable. I'll get after him.
Constable Wirt rushes to the assistance of the girl and promptly sends out a call for an ambulance, while Sergeant Matthews gives chase to the dark figure fleeing into the night. The fugitive scrambles over a hill and takes refuge in a stormwater drain just by the dam.
Don't come any further. I've got a gun.
I know you have, Terry.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot about you, Terry. Your friend has given himself up. If I were you, I'd follow his example.
Don't try and sweet-talk me.
I just want to talk truth to you, that's all.
Don't talk at all. Just get out of here.
Well, I can get out, Terry. But there are others who will come and find you, wherever you are. There's nowhere to run to.
Where's Terry?
Don't try and talk. The ambulance will be here in a minute.
Is Terry dead?
No, he's not. He's all right. And you'll be all right if you don't try and talk.
Constable.
Over here, sir.
How's the girl?
Well, she's knocked about, but I think she'll live.
Where's the boy?
He went over the hill. The sergeant's gone to get him.
I came as soon as I got your message. From the sound of it, you had a pretty rough time.
It's been quite a night, sir.
Well, I hope that Sergeant Matthews managed to...
You were saying, sir?
Yes. Look up on the hill, Constable.
Sergeant Matthews.
And he's got the boy with him.
Good evening, sir.
Sergeant.
Constable, take the boy into the car, would you?
Terry.
Is she all right?
She's going to be. No thanks to you.
I didn't mean to hurt her.
Get him into the car, Constable.
Right, sir.
Where did you nail him?
In a storm drain, sir.
Did you have to draw your gun? I understand he was armed.
No. I had to do it the hard way and talk him out of there. I had no choice, sir. My revolver was jammed.
An all-new car has arrived that's miles ahead of its time in styling, comfort, luxury, and engineering. A car out of tomorrow, the Chevrolet Constantia. Constantia has extra power for the times you need it. A unique front chassis to isolate you from sound. A supremely smooth ride. A stunning new shape. Incredible interior comforts. Want tomorrow's quality motoring today? Experience a Chevrolet Constantia at your Chevrolet dealer now.
At their subsequent trial, the magistrate found Tracy Newman and Michael Cutts guilty of housebreaking and theft. Taking into account Tracy Newman's lack of complicity in the case and Michael Cutts' ultimate decision to turn himself over to the police and aid them in their investigations, they were each sentenced to 4 and 6 years respectively. These sentences were suspended by 3 and 5 years each. Terry Williams was found guilty of carrying an unlicensed firearm, 2 charges of theft, and 1 of attempted theft. He was also found guilty of attempted murder. He was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of motor vehicles in South Africa. Chevrolet DeVille, Chevrolet Constantia, Chevrolet Commando, Chevrolet Firenze, Chevrolet LUV pickup, Chevrolet El Camino, Chevrolet commercial vehicles, Ranger 2500, Opel Manta, Opel Kadett, Bedford trucks and commercial vehicles. Squad Cars is produced for General Motors by Colin Fish and directed by David Gooden.
Squad Cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
.40 on the 7th of February. A flat in Delano Court, Jeffy Street, Johannesburg. The occupants of the flat, Mr. and Mrs. Perry Brinkman, have just come home from a party.
What do you want to do that for?
I want to bang the door. I'll bang it.
Yeah, that's your frame of mind, is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, calm down. It's all over.
What precisely do you mean by that? Is it all over for good? Or you mean the agony at that party is over?
Now, just leave it alone.
I want you to know that I've just about had enough. You made a fool of yourself, and you made a fool of me. Everybody was talking about it.
About what?
The way you carried on with that Harding woman.
Oh, a mild flirtation. Nothing to it.
Nothing to it, eh? Well, just look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, something bothering you, eh?
That lipstick round your mouth. Mrs. Harding's lipstick.
She didn't mean anything by it. She had a bit too much to drink, that's all.
I wonder how you'll carry on when I start this little game.
Pack it up.
Don't you talk to me like that. Who the devil can that be at this time of night?
Well, aren't you going to answer it?
Honestly.
Where is he?
We don't want any trouble, please. He didn't mean anything by it.
Get out of my way!
Perry, he's got a gun.
It's 11:43 when Russell Harding pushes Marge Brinkman aside and stalks into the flat brandishing a Schneider 32 automatic.
Where are you, Brinkman?
I'm here.
Oh, skulking in the kitchen, eh?
Not skulking. I'm not scared of the likes of you.
Oh, is that so? Well, I thought that'd be your attitude, and that's why I came with this.
You don't frighten me.
You swine, you rotten swine.
Please, Russell.
Please, nothing. He deserves this. He's not fit to live.
Oh, don't leave it alone.
No.
Perry! Oh!
Don't cry, Marge. You're better off without him.
12:04 a.m. on the 8th of February. One of the many phones at Brixton Radio headquarters, the phones connecting the public with the flying squad, rings.
Police, Constable Williams speaking.
My name is Mrs. Brinkman. My address is number 43 Delano Court, Sheppey Street.
Yes?
My husband has just been shot. He's dead.
Who shot him?
It was a man, a friend of ours. Please send somebody over. I don't know what to do. Perry's dead and I don't know what to do.
Oh, well. Sounds like a nasty business for somebody. Well, keeping us busy tonight. What you got? Shooting.
Oh, give me the 280. Thanks.
Didn't have a chance to get her phone number. I was on the point of asking when she hung up. She says her husband's dead.
Oh, no. Who shall I give this one to? Number 9. Where are you, number 9? Over.
Just leaving a building site in Hillbrow. Some lunatic started an excavator. Had a devil of a time stopping it. It's all right, though. We managed to contact the director of the firm. Nothing serious, just mischief. What have you got for us? Over.
A shooting in Sheppey Street, Delano Court.
The name's Brinkman. The flat number is 43. She says that a friend of theirs did it. Over.
Light control. We're on our way. Over and out.
Domestic trouble, sir.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Get this thing moving.
Yes, sir. Delano Court. Can't remember seeing that one.
It's quite near the post office. Go via Klein and King George Streets. That's your quickest route.
All right, sir.
12:15 a.m. Car number 9, driven by Constable Maxwell and crewed by Warrant Officer Pringle, arrives outside Delano Court. The two men climb out of the car. They go into Delano Court and take the lift to the 4th floor. Number 43 is next to the lift. And the door is open.
Mrs. Brinkman? Anybody there?
Yes, please come in.
Good morning.
Morning.
What happened?
It was Russell Harding, friend of ours. There was some nonsense at a party.
What sort of nonsense?
Well...
Come on, Mrs. Brinkman. I know how difficult it is for you, but you must try and pull yourself together.
It's too dreadful. Perry's dead. He just isn't there thinking about. Awful. Awful. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Mrs. Brinkman. Whenever you're ready.
Well, we met at the Hardings a year or so ago. We got to know them through some other friends of ours. We seemed to hit it off as a foursome. We went everywhere together. I didn't know that, well, Perry had developed a thing about Joe.
Who's he?
No, it's short for Joanne. Joanne Harding. It started innocently enough. Little remarks, jokes. I had no idea it was leading up to something. But that's what happened. They began, Joanne and my husband, to see each other alone, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, perfectly. Go on.
Russell, that's Joanne's husband, became suspicious, and he had a private detective put on to following Joanne. That's when it all came out. There was a big scene then. But they both promised that it was all over. They said they'd been very foolish. They said they wouldn't see any more of each other. Anyway, we went to a party tonight, not knowing that the Hardings would be there. It was awful. And this thing that Joanne and Perry had for each other started all over again. They disappeared from the party, and someone said they were in the summer house by the swimming pool together. I knew there was going to be big trouble, so I went down to the summer house and dragged Perry home. I wanted to get him away before Russell got hold of him. Russell's got a terrible temper, you see. It nearly came to blows the first time, after the private detective. Well, we were here, hadn't been home more than 10 minutes. When the doorbell rings, I went to open the door, and there's Russell with a gun. He pushes me aside, comes in, and... Oh, you can see what he's done.
Yes, it's a bad business.
I never thought it would come to this. I always warned Perry of big trouble, but... I mean, who can foresee things like this? Russell came in like a maniac. I've never seen a man in such a state.
Well, Mrs. Brinkman, there's nothing we can do for your husband.
Yes, I realize that.
Have you any idea where Harding's gone?
No, he just walked out. I seem to remember hitting him on his back with my fist. He just walked out.
Did he come here in a car?
He must have done.
Did you perhaps go out onto the balcony and see him leave?
No, I tried to pull myself together, and I phoned you people.
I see. Have you got his address?
Let me see. Yes, it's 611. It's Tilbury Heights. Bruce Street, Hillbrow.
Bruce Street, Hillbrow. All right, Mrs. Brinkman. The constable will stay here with you while I go down to the car and report what's happened to the murder squad. All right, got all that. We'll get hold of the district surgeon and pass it on to the Brixton murder squad. Over. It seemed like a good idea for Maxwell and I to go to that address in Hillbrow. It's possible that he's pitched up there. Over. All right. If you need help, just report in. Over. Will do. Over and out.
"1:10 a.m. An investigating officer has arrived at the scene of the crime, along with a detective sergeant and a detective constable. A doctor is there, too. As soon as he's able, Warrant Officer Pringle leaves the flat in Jeffy Street, along with Constable Maxwell. They descend to the street below and climb into squad car number 9.
Now, sir?
We've got a little call to make.
We're going to the killer's flat, sir?
The alleged killer's flat. The man's innocent until he's proved guilty.
All right, sir. It's just a technicality. But there's an eyewitness, Mrs. Brinkman.
True. I don't think a judge and assessors will have much trouble reaching the same conclusion as you did. You see what happens when married couples start messing about.
Oh, I've seen it before, sir. But I've never been involved in such tragic consequences. Which street is it, sir?
Bruce Street.
Right, sir.
1:20 a.m. The policemen arrive at their destination, Tilbury Heights. Constable Maxwell is already heading for the entrance when he notices that the warrant officer is making for the basement.
No. We're going this way, through the garage. I want a word with the night watchman. He's over there, fast asleep. Come on, you. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Come on, sit up.
Oh, yes, Papa.
There's a Mr. Harding lives in these flats. Do you know him?
Yes, I know him.
Uh-huh. Well, which is his car?
Just a minute, Buzz. Buzz Harding is not here. He parks over there in bay number 13. He's not home yet.
Does he always park his car in the basement here?
Excuse me, Buzz.
I mean, does Boss Harding sometimes leave his car in the street, perhaps?
Maybe sometimes, sir. I don't know.
Has he been in here tonight?
No, sir.
Well, how do you know? You were fast asleep.
I'm always hearing the cars. He's definitely not been here.
All right. You can go back to sleep now. Come on, Maxwell. 6th floor for us. Next one. Just stand away from the people.
Right, sir. Try the bell, sir.
Looks as though we're in luck, Maxwell.
Luck, sir?
Obviously hasn't been here yet.
Oh.
Now, you go down to the street and move the car.
Right.
Put it around the corner away from the front of the building and the entrance of the garage.
Right.
Then come back up here. If and when Mr. Harding does pitch up, he's going to find us waiting for him.
1:30 a.m. Constable Maxwell, having parked the squad car out of sight, returns to the building to find Warrant Officer Pringle in the foyer, scanning the board bearing the names of the occupants of the flats.
Now, where the devil is it?
What are you looking for, sir?
The caretaker's flat.
Caretaker. There you are, sir. 118, first floor.
Good. Let's go up and wake him.
Yes, all right, I'm coming. Who is it?
Police.
There's never a minute's peace around this place. Police. So one thing, it's another. Trouble with the staff? Trespassing or something?
No, it's nothing like that, sir. The people in 611 have been involved in a shooting incident.
Is that so?
I'd like the key to 611, please.
What for?
Well, there's a chance that Harding will come back here. We want to be in the flat when he arrives, sir.
Well, if I can help it.
Well, what do you mean, sir?
How do I know that you're telling the truth?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
How do I know you are who you say you are?
All right, you are. Here's my certificate of appointment, sir. See the photograph? That's me.
Yeah, it seems to be all right. But I'm not giving you the key.
But why not, sir?
Where's your warrant? You people can't just go bursting into other people's homes. Let me see your warrant.
You're being unreasonable, sir. Harding is a murder suspect. Anyway, we don't need a warrant.
I can't believe it. Altogether too nice for that sort of thing. Very nice people, the Hardings. Never any trouble.
Look, Mr.
Smithers.
Well, Mr. Smithers, give me the key to Harding's flat. We're not going to touch anything. I just want to be waiting for him when he arrives home.
No, I can't allow it. It's more than my job's worth.
Well, sir, you're being deliberately obstructive.
You're entitled to your opinion, of course.
All right, I'll just have to make other arrangements.
Yes, you do that. You know what your job entails, and it's the same with me.
Come on, Maxwell. Miserable old devil. We'll sit here on the fire escape. We can see everybody coming and going.
All right, sir. We do mean to say, don't we?
Yes, it takes all sorts to make a world, Maxwell. We'll just have to do it the hard way.
Oh, it's 2-3, sir.
Ever sat on a fire escape before?
No, sir.
Well, you'll find it a numbing experience.
2:20 a.m. The weather is decidedly chilly for February. Constable Maxwell is wishing that he had a jersey on under his tunic when they hear the approaching clatter of a woman's heels.
What do you bet this is Mrs. Harding?
I think so, too, sir.
If she stops outside 611, then it's her for sure. Come on, Maxwell. Mrs. Harding.
You gave me such a shock.
Sorry, we're actually waiting for your husband.
Oh, I see. Why?
Where is he?
I don't know. What's been going on?
Isn't your husband with you, Mrs. Harding?
No, we were at a party together, but we left separately.
I see. What time did your husband leave the party?
Look, would you mind telling me what all this is about?
Is your husband with you? Downstairs, perhaps, parking the car?
No.
That's a pity. I'm afraid there's been some bad trouble, Mrs. Harding. Your husband shot and killed Mr. Brinkman earlier tonight.
He did what?
I'm afraid so.
But not Russell. He couldn't. He didn't care that much.
I've had the whole story from Mrs. Brinkman.
You're not pulling my leg, are you?
No, I'm afraid not.
Perry dead. It's hard for me to...
I think I'd like to sit down.
If you'll give me the key to the flat, I'll open it up for you.
I'm afraid I haven't got a key. I thought Russell would be home by this time.
No.
Well, we can't get in there. Russell's got the key.
I see.
Well, I'm going to have to sit somewhere. I don't feel at all well.
What about the caretaker, sir?
Yes, that's a good idea. You can get the pass key from him, Mrs. Harding. He's a crusty old devil. He wouldn't give it to us.
All right.
We'll go down together.
Well, I mean, it's a different matter giving it to you, Mrs. Harding. These men may be policemen, but they're strangers to me. And I have strict instructions from the agents. It's more than my job's worth.
Yes, all right, Mr. Smithers. The key, please.
I mean, all sorts of funny things happen these days. Could have been thieves in disguise.
The key, Mr. Smithers.
Yes. Here you are.
Thank you.
Sir?
Yes, what is it, Maxwell?
A man just got up in the lift, sir, to the 6th floor.
Did he see you?
No, sir.
What did he look like?
Medium height, stocky, dark, navy blue suit.
Wavy hair?
Yes.
That's Russell.
I think you'd better stay out of this, Mrs. Harding.
Why, what are you going to do?
We're going to arrest him, and he's got a gun.
You mean there's likely to be shooting?
That depends on your husband.
Do me a favor, please.
I will if I can.
If there's any trouble, call me. Let me talk to him.
All right. Come on, Maxwell.
2:30 a.m. The two police officers go up in the lift to the 6th floor. Silently and with great caution, they approach flat 611. The door is shut.
Who is it?
Police.
What do you want?
Silly question, Mr. Harding, under the circumstances.
I'm not coming out.
Now, don't make things any more difficult than they are already. Be sensible, man.
Brinkman had it coming. He only got what he deserved.
That's not for me to decide.
Yeah, he's been getting on with my wife. She's as bad as he is.
Yes, I know the whole story. I'd advise you to pack it up now.
They started again at the party tonight.
Come on, Harding. Be a sensible chap. Open the door.
Not on your life.
Then we're going to have to break it down.
I've got a gun here. Put your shoulder to that door and you've had it.
We've got guns too, you know, Harding, and there are two of us.
I don't care how many of you there are. Put your shoulder to that door and I'll shoot.
Sounds as if he means it, sir.
Yes, well, we'll soon see. Now, just get out of the line of fire. I'm going to bend down and thump the door with my fist at the bottom.
Right.
We're coming in, Harding.
Well, I've told you what you can expect. You see, I'm not fooling around.
You're being a fool, man.
I've killed one man, so it doesn't matter now.
What do we do now, sir?
I think it's a job for the captain.
Did you receive all that, sir? Over. Yes, I'll be over there right away. Over.
May I suggest, sir, that on your way here you pick up a canister or two of tear gas from the armory. You never know, sir. Over.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll be with you in about 15 minutes. Over.
Very good, sir. Over and out. And that's where he blasted us through the door, sir.
Tough cookie.
Yes, sir. His wife said that she'd like to talk to him.
Fine. Perhaps she'll succeed where we've failed.
Maxwell?
Sir?
Go down to the caretaker's flat and bring Mrs. Harding here.
Yes, sir.
Go on, Mrs. Harding. Talk to him.
Russ? Russell?
What do you want?
Oh, it's a terrible thing you've done to Perry.
Yeah, so what about what you and he have done to me?
Oh, well, I don't suppose it matters now.
You deserve what he got. Except that killing's too good for you.
Don't step in front of the door, Mrs. Harding.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear.
It was all happening again, wasn't it, eh? You were...
Oh, Russ, please.
Come away, Mrs. Harding. That's enough. We're wasting our time.
Oh, don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him.
It's him. He's trying to hurt us.
But we can't help it. He's not himself. Oh, just let me talk to him a minute longer, please.
Right, once more. But keep away from the door. He wants to kill you, too.
Russ, please. Things are bad enough without making them any worse. I know it's my fault, but I couldn't help it.
I don't care what happens to me now. He's dead and gone, that swine.
So you're not going to listen to me?
Not a chance. You can go to that devil for all I care. After the way I loved you, I was prepared to understand the once. Forgive. Bygones be bygones. But I always felt that you'd start again, given half a chance, and by heaven you did. Well, I hope you're happy with the outcome.
Well, I tried, Russ.
It's too late.
Leave it, Mrs. Harding. It's over to us now. Constable Maxwell will take you down to the caretakers until it's all over.
Come along, Mrs. Harding.
Now listen to me, Harding. If you don't come out and give yourself up, we're going to have to come in there after you.
Just try. I've got enough ammunition here to hold up an army.
Somebody's going to get hurt. It could well be you. You've shown us how cheaply you hold life now, but we can play it just as tough as you.
Yeah, that's just a lot of soft soap, just words. What are words compared to what I'm feeling?
Well, I give you due warning that I shall have my men break the door down and open fire on you. You can come out alive or dead. It's entirely up to you. I prefer that you stood trial.
No!
He's only got one shot left in that clip, sir.
We can't be sure of that. He says he has more ammunition. He may well have inserted a new clip.
So what do we do, sir?
Well, we'll have to smoke him out. This window here. What's to the window of?
One way to find out, sir. It's the bathroom, sir.
Now, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
One shot left, eh?
Yes, sir.
I may be on the way out, but I'll take you all with me.
Is the door to the bathroom open?
Yes, sir.
What does it lead on to?
A sort of passageway, sir.
Right. Return his fire. Drive him off, and I'll lock this canister of tear gas inside when I give the word.
Right, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Right. Open fire. Here's the canister.
Tear gas, eh? Well, it'll need more than this to get me out.
The canister of tear gas bounces and rolls through the open door of the bathroom into the passageway from where Harding is covering the door of the flat and the window of the bathroom. Even before it stops rolling, the canister emits a white cloud of gas. It spreads rapidly, and it's not long before Harding has to resort to holding a handkerchief to his mouth and nose.
Come on, Harding. It's all over. You won't be able to stand that for more than a couple of minutes. Throw your pistol into the bath and come out with your hands up.
No, I don't.
That's what we know, Hurry. Just want to save you a lot of pain and misery. I've got more. You can have that, too, if you want it.
All right. I'm coming out.
The gun, sir. His pistol. He hasn't done as you said.
Look out, here he comes. One false move, shoot him. Where's the gun, Harding?
Coming out to you.
Now pick up the gun, Constable. And put the cuffs on him, Mr. Pringle.
It'll be a pleasure, sir.
At his trial, evidence was led to show that Harding left the party at which his wife had misbehaved with Brinkman. He'd gone home, collected his pistol, and driven to the Brinkman flat in Jeppy Street. The judge decided that, due to extreme provocation, there were extenuating circumstances, and he sentenced Harding to life imprisonment.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car.
squad cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in squad cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
Durban, 11:45 p.m. on the 10th of January. Her husband and son not yet returned home. The house of Mrs. Isabel Gomez is quiet.
If only it would rain. That's a little better. Huh? Tony? He's back early from the bioscope. Tony? Tony? Huh? Must have been my imagination. With Mike still at work, I won't show it. Tony? Is that you, Mike? Mike?
Yeah, just as I thought, Carl.
You! What do you want here?
Before she opens her mouth. What do I do with her? Keep her quiet. That's right. Any way you like. Keep her quiet.
Enjoy.
11:50 p.m. The man called Carl has in fact kept Mrs. Isabel Gomez quiet as the grave. His accomplice, a young, hard-faced youth by the name of Dave, looks down at her body.
You fool. What do you want to kill her for? You told me to keep her quiet. Well, I did. But you didn't have to kill her? Okay. I suppose she got what she was asking for. Squealing away like a pig. We'd better get out fast. We take some stuff with us. Oh, that's what we came for, isn't it? Until you had to... I asked you to help me, didn't I? Didn't I? Oh, shut up. You'll wake up the whole neighborhood. Now, let me think. Okay, we go through the drawers. The cupboards, the lot. We are going to leave her lying on the bed just like that. I'll cover her face with a sheet or something and get that window closed. Pull the curtains, too. We don't want to be seen in the light from the hall. What are you just standing there for? I didn't mean to kill her. You can tell that to the cops when they find us, because we're both in it now. Come on, let's make the best of it. Old man Gomez must have the money around somewhere. You look in the cupboards there. I'll go through these drawers. You think they will find us, the cops? Of course not. We're too clever for them. Now will you start looking and stop worrying?
The two men ransack the bedroom of Mr. and Mrs. Gomez. They find several pieces of jewelry, but no money. Then they leave the house by the way they came, through the front door. The body of the woman lies under the sheet on the double bed. The heavily ornamented clock in the hall strikes 12 midnight. As it does so, the door opens.
That's funny. Ma should have had the door locked. I guess she forgot. Gee, it's hot. I guess I'll go for a swim first thing in the morning. I wonder how Dad's doing down at the shop. I should go down and give him a hand, I suppose. Ah, man, I'm too tired. She really is getting forgetful. Door open here as well. And there she is asleep under the sheet. Gee, as if it is not enough.
Tony Gomez, the son of the murdered woman, thinks her to be fast asleep. He goes to his room, has a shower, and goes to bed. It is 3:15 in the morning when car number 22, patrolling the Chelmsford Road, Umbilo Road area, receives a call.
Control to car 22. Control to car 22. Come in. Over.
Answer him, Constable. Might be something exciting for us. Since when, Sergeant? Not in this part of town.
Car 22, receiving you loud and clear, Control. What is your message? Over.
Proceed immediately to number 14 Chelmsford Road. A woman has been found murdered. Her husband is there waiting for you. The CID have already been called. Over.
Okay, Control. Got that. A murder at number 14 Chelmsford Road. We're only a couple of blocks up from there right now, and we're proceeding to the address. Over and out.
All right, Constable. Swing the car around. Let's get there fast.
Michael Gomez returned to the house at 3:10. Walking into the bedroom, he found the body of his wife. Somehow, almost hysterical, he managed to phone the police, Durban Central, who in turn contacted the CID and also patrol car number 22. At the house, waiting for the CID to arrive, Sergeant Foree attempts to soothe the grief-stricken father and son.
Mr. Gomez, you can rest assured that we'll get the killers, sir. If that's any comfort to you, we'll get them.
You think it bring her back to me?
No, sir, of course not, but he won't go unpunished.
Then why are you just sitting here doing nothing instead of looking for them, eh?
We've done all we can, sir. The CID will be here any moment.
Perhaps we could rustle up some coffee, Sergeant.
Yeah, Constable. You do that.
Do you want me to give a hand? It'll help take your mind off things.
Sure, okay. Dad, you've got to pull yourself together, see? We just got to accept things when they happen. Sure.
That's better, Mr. Gomez.
It is so... It cannot be believed. One moment, she's here like always, waiting for me to come back from the cafe. She dies. Why, Sergeant? Why?
I wish I could answer that question, Mr. Gomez. Now, apart from the fact that you pulled the sheet down, you didn't touch the body of your wife in any other way?
Mr. Gomez, I just checked back with you what you've told me, and then we leave you. We can get a full statement tomorrow. You came back to the house at about 3:10.
See, that is right. I did not look at the watch, but I always close the cafe at 3.
And that's down at the beachfront, right? You got back and
I come in. I see that my son is returned. The car is there in the garage. I come into the house, walk to the bedroom. My wife, she usually wake up when I come back. I tell her not to do this, but she always wake up. She does not sleep too well.
And as she didn't wake up, you were worried?
I do not know. At first I do not worry. Then she does not move. Only lying still under the sheet. I go to her, whisper her name. There's no answer. I pull the sheet down. I see this thing around her neck.
The silk scarf. This one here?
Yes, that is the one. Around her neck. She's dead. I shout. Tony, he come running from his bedroom. He come inside. I phoned the police.
You saw no one hanging around when you arrived?
No one.
Some of the drawers in the cupboards had been ransacked, right?
That is right. But they were behind the door. I did not even notice. There were things lying around.
All right. We leave it at that now.
What happens now to her?
The body will be taken away, Mr. Gomez. It's pretty clear she was strangled, but we have to make quite sure. And also we have to try and find out what time she died.
This man here, he said, you will get the man that killed her.
And Sergeant Foree is quite right, Mr. Gomez. We will get him. All of them. Lieutenant Peterson, CID.
Morning, Lieutenant. Dr. Allen here.
Oh, yes, Doc. Anything new?
No, nothing really. I mean, you were there when we did the PM. I told you what I thought then. In fact, it's obvious what happened. She was strangled, all right. Choked to death with that scarf.
Anything further on the time of death?
Well, I gave you an approximation last night when I saw the body. I said between 11 and 12 then. Now I'd say closer to 12. Certainly between 11:30 and 12.
Can you get any closer?
Yes, Lieutenant. I'd say she caught it between 11:45 and 12.
You can get it that close?
Yes, I think so. The blood sugar changes after death, as you know. From the state of the body in general and the sugar content of the blood, its state of change, I mean, I'd put it at just before 12.
Nice going, Doctor. Now, all I have to do is to find the men who were in the house at that time.
more than one man?
Yes, I think so. It rained quite hard between 11 and 11:30 last night.
I know. I left my car windows open.
The rain washed away the soil a bit at the front door of the Gomez house. There were 4 sets of prints. Not enough for us to identify anything, but 4 sets all the same. Gomez and his son entered the house after 11:30. Sergeant Fourie and Constable Langerman avoided stepping on the sand at the front door, for which I'm grateful. So that leaves 2 prints. 2 sets, rather. Murderers 1 and 2.
Lieutenant Yvette Peterson is in charge of the case. The full force of his experience goes into action. From Gomez Sr., he ascertains what jewelry is missing from the house, a description of which is circulated.
No, sir. I'm not seeing anyone here at the house.
You were asleep. No friends came to visit you?
Only one, sir. A cousin. But he was gone to his place before 10 o'clock, sir.
Nothing, Sergeant Thompson?
No, Lieutenant. Without a trade name on the scarf, we'll never find out where it was bought. I've worn my feet out tramping up and down West Street.
All right, calm down. I'm not accusing you of anything, but you're an old pal of ours. We know you deal in stolen goods.
Truly, Lieutenant, there was something of long ago. I haven't put one step in the wrong since then, sir.
You haven't seen a piece of jewelry looking like this. This is a sketch of it.
No, Lieutenant, not a thing. But I will immediately contact you if I see it.
Until it turns up. Until something they stole turns up. Hey, wait a minute.
What is it, Lieutenant?
Maybe I've been working this thing backwards. I've questioned everyone, excepting the staff of the Gomez Cafe. At least, we've asked them the routine, but what about further than that? Get me a car, Tommy. We're going down there now.
Lieutenant Peterson and Sergeant Tommy Thompson drive down to the Gomez Cafe on the beachfront.
Oh, Mr. Gomez, your father not here?
No, he's not well, as you know.
No, nothing yet, I'm afraid. Can we go inside somewhere and talk?
Yeah, of course. Come into the office.
Oh, at least it's nice and cool in here.
Yeah. Sit down, please. You found nothing?
Nothing yet. I'll tell you why I'm here again. Over the last few days, I've questioned quite a few people, including your staff here, as to their movements on the night your mother was killed.
Yes?
I want to take it a step further. Right now, I'm killing time. The killers left no trace behind, no fingerprints. What fingerprints they might have left on the cupboards and the drawers, they wiped clean. Yours and your father's were over theirs on the front door.
I know all that. You told me before. Well...
Easy on Mr. Gomez, easy.
Sorry. Yes?
No one heard a car drive up to your house on Chelmsford Road. Not early, that is. They heard the police car just after 3 in the morning. The squad car was Sergeant Fourie and Constable Langerman. Before that, nothing. So the killers didn't cruise up and down the road looking for your house. And they didn't take a car to the door of it. If they had a car, it was parked elsewhere. In Umbilo Road, I'd say.
So, where does this get us?
I'd say, Mr. Gomez, that they'd cased your house earlier. That day or some other day. They knew where to find it. It wasn't just a chance breaking and entering, I don't think. I want to talk to all of your staff again. The sergeant here and I will talk to some. My bundle detective constable with me will talk to the rest of the staff, under my supervision, of course.
What do you hope to find out? You've already talked to them all.
I want to try and find out what man or men spent some time here at your cafe, asking questions, finding out about where your father kept his money, where you all lived, the exact address.
Look, man, we have hundreds of people here every day.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm going to try it. All right, if we go ahead?
Yes, of course. I just think you're wasting your time, that's all. But please go ahead.
And another round of questioning begins. Curious holidaymakers stop their eating and drinking in the cafe to watch as waiter after waiter goes into the office. Eventually, the 2 detectives, hot and tired, find something.
Okay, Jeremiah. Thank you.
Thank you. He had no right to...
Don't take it out on him, Mr. Gomez. He didn't know he was doing wrong. All he did was give 2 men your home address. For all he knew, they might have been personal friends of the family.
As it is, he's done us a good turn. Not bad descriptions he's given us, eh, Lieutenant?
No, not bad at all. 2 men. One with fair hair, younger than the other, answered to the name Dave. The other, heavier, bigger, dark hair. Each was casually dressed. They seemed great friends. Yeah, we've checked this with the records, Mr. Gomez. Actually, it's not very much. But we've run down criminals before on less of a clue than this.
If it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't be in this fix. It was your idea in the first place. Yeah, I said we would go there, but I didn't say we should kill anyone. I couldn't do anything else. She was going to scream, man. You should have punched her one, that's all. Doc, boy, you were there. You watched me strangling her. I was looking around the place. If they get me, they get you too. Yeah, I know. I said that to you at the time. Give us a drink. Why don't you have one? Stop walking up and down the room. You're driving me mad.
It's all right for you. You don't mind being cooped up in this flat.
Look, as soon as the cops get tired of hunting around, then we'll clear out. But right now, we lie low.
I think we should clear out for Joburg.
Yeah, sure. But we got to have money first. Things like petrol, you know.
Well, why don't you get rid of some of her jewelry? There's some good stuff there.
We can't get rid of it here, not in Durban. At Maritzburg, maybe.
Well, why don't we go up there?
Petrol, that's why.
All right. So we knock someone down. The beachfront, late.
All right. But listen, you idiot. Nothing goes wrong this time. All right, so we're in the clear with that woman. But this time we just punch and grab money and run. All right?
The two young men leave their small flat. Their petrol tank registering nearly empty, they drive down to the beachfront and park some 100 yards away from the Gomez Cafe. Unknown to them, and playing on Lieutenant Peterson's knowledge of the criminal mind, Sergeant Tommy Thompson is in the shadows.
You still reckon we're wasting our time, Constable?
Yeah, Sergeant, I do. Heck, man, we've been here 4 nights now. What are we doing? Waiting for a man called Dave with fair hair to come down here.
It's what the lieutenant wants us to do.
Look, Sergeant, I'm a beefing man, but I could be home with the wife.
Yeah, so could I.
The thing is, I don't reckon that chap will turn up here again. Or the chap who was with him. Must know we'll be hanging around here.
Not necessary. I reckon those two are holed up somewhere. That by now, they're getting tired. Want to cash in on their loot. The jewelry they took from the Gomez house.
So they just come out of hiding and take a stroll past here for fun?
No, not quite that. But maybe they'll be attracted back here for some strange reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, stop worrying. Half the job of every man in the force is waiting. You know that. It doesn't happen like this in the comics.
No, it doesn't. When's the lieutenant coming?
At midnight. 20 minutes' time. You think you got a rough shift?
I could do with a swim right now. Hey, look at the dog over there. Having the time of his life, man.
Wait a minute. Behind that old lady there with the dog.
Yeah, 2 chaps. Hey, one's light, the other's dark.
That's right. Are they walking up to her now? Come on, Constable.
Hey, you two! Look out, Dave! Look! It's them, sir!
Let them have it. In the legs!
Nice work, Constable.
Stay with him and the woman. I'm going after the other one.
Sergeant Thompson chases the young man along the beachfront. The sergeant draws his gun from his coat pocket, but holds his fire. The man called Dave dodges in and out of the cars in front of him, the sergeant in hot pursuit. Then Dave slows, and the sergeant begins to close in.
I know you're behind that car. Come out. All right. So I'll have to come in and get you. There'll be less trouble if you give yourself up. Now we know exactly where we stand. And that's someone's windscreen gone for a loop. All right, Dave, if that's your real name. I'm coming in now. You're in enough trouble as it is. Don't make it any worse for yourself. Must. You'll be behind the buildings in a moment. Right. At the legs. Now. Well, that's the way you wanted it played. That's the way you got it.
Sergeant Tommy Thompson puts the gun back in his pocket. Then he walks slowly to the prone figure of the fair-haired man. He is lying on his back, hands outstretched, a pistol on the ground near him. The shot has gone higher than anticipated. It is through the thigh. Swiftly stemming the flow of blood, the sergeant calls back to the constable. Moments later, a dark car, headlights shining, noses its way up to him.
Give you much trouble, Tommy?
A bit, sir. You'll need bandaging.
Sergeant Carson's, the first aid kit, please.
Coming, Lieutenant.
Seems like I missed all the fun, eh?
That's right.
I've got the other one with us in the car, a man called Carl Newman. This one talked yet?
No, Lieutenant.
Here we are, sir.
Okay, get busy on him. I want this young... to stand trial. I don't want him bleeding to death down here. Take over from Tommy, would you, Sergeant?
Right, sir. All right, sir. I'll get him bandaged.
Thanks.
Come over while I have a chat with the other one, Tommy, will you?
Is he dead?
No, some neat shooting on the part of Sergeant here. He saw to that.
You know, you've got it all wrong. We were just taking a walk, as I told you, and then these two started running at us.
Save that for the storybooks, Newman. Well, how do you feel? A bullet through the calf, eh?
It's sore.
How much pain do you think Mrs. Gomez felt,
I don't know what you mean.
All right. Where's your car? You said you drove down here and then went for a stroll with your friend over there. Let's go and have a look at it. There or where you two hang out. I think we'll find something rather interesting. Like that poor woman's jewelry, for instance. Which you stole after killing her.
In a paper bag in the car, Lieutenant Peterson found what he was looking for. The jewelry stolen from the Gomez house. In hospital, Carl Newman and Dave Kraken confessed to the killing of Mrs. Isabel Gomez. In court, both refuted their confessions, pleading not guilty. But all the evidence was against them. In separate trials, they were sentenced to death.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car.
Squad Cars. 11:20 p.m. on the 25th of June. The control room of Synchro Burglar Alarms Pty Limited. The controlman, Ken Prinsloo, is making himself a cup of coffee. Suddenly, lights flash on the control panel, throwing a relay. The controlman turns and regards the panel. He turns in time to see the decoder rattle out 3 figures on the roll of paper fed into it. Quickly, he moves to the filing system and turns up the number indicated on the control panel. Then, he dials a phone number.
Hello.
Mr. Lazard?
Speaking.
Synchro Burglar Alarms here.
What again?
I'm afraid so.
Look, you got me up 3 times this week for nothing.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. Do you want us to report the alarm to the flying squad, or shall we send a serviceman?
Send a serviceman. Tell him to please find out the fault. I'm sick of this every night. Please, don't bother me no more.
11:23 p.m., the controlman reaches out and throws a switch on the control panel. This is the company's two-way radio.
Hello, Des?
Yeah?
Where are you?
Just passing City Deep on the way back to town.
I fixed up that false alarm in Germiston. It was the branches of a tree catching the wires in the wind. What's up now?
It's the Capricorn Discount Company.
Again?
Yeah. Old Lazard wants us to see if we can find the fault.
Oh, okay, I'm on my way.
11:40 p.m. Desmond Faraday parks his van in President Street outside the building housing the Capricorn Discount Company. He expects to be greeted by the Bantu night watchman in the foyer of the building, but there's no one about. From recent experience, he knows that there are closed circuits on every other floor except the 6th. When he steps out of the lift on the 6th floor, he's challenged from the darkness.
Who's that? Serviceman from Synchro Alarms. Who are you?
Mr. Lazard asked me to have a look at the place on my way home from Pasco, just to see if everything was okay.
I see. Is it?
Oh, it seems to be. Everything's locked up and secure.
Oh, there's a fault somewhere. Just have a look around and check it over.
Oh, you snooping swine! And very bright were you, Mr. Synchro.
One 1:30 a.m. on the 26th of June. The Synchro controlman, Ken Prinsloo, calls up his colleague, the serviceman Des Faraday.
Hello, Des? Des? Desmond! All right. Try ringing him. I wonder if he's left already. But if he had, he'd have reported in. No, something's up.
Police, Constable Welgen speaking.
Oh, Synchro Alarms here?
Yes?
I'm worried about our serviceman. I haven't heard from him since about 11:30. Well, I've tried to raise him and I can't. And he hasn't reported in. I think there's something wrong.
Oh, the address of the premises, please?
Capricorn Discount Company, President Street. It's on the 6th floor.
All right, we'll send somebody right away. Well, this is the address Control gave us. Can't understand why there's no night watchman. The place is wide open. You got your torch?
Yeah, Sergeant.
Right. Let's see. That's better. Wait a minute. It doesn't look healthy, does it?
No, Sergeant.
What's that sticking out of his back?
It's a screwdriver, Sergeant.
Hold the light steady. Let's have a look at him.
Is he dead, Sergeant?
Not yet. Pulse is very weak, though. I'll stay with him. You tell Control what's happened and get him to send an ambulance.
All right, Sergeant.
2:25 a.m. The wounded, still unconscious serviceman is borne on a stretcher into the lift and descends to street level where an ambulance is waiting to receive him. Two CID men, Detective Sergeant Frank and Detective Constable Willemser, have arrived from John Forster Square to take charge of the investigation into the robbery and the attempted murder. Also on the scene, wearing a thick jersey and an overcoat on top of his pajamas, is the managing director of the Capricorn Discount Company.
4 times they phoned me. That's 4 times, including tonight. So, of course, I think it's another false alarm. And look at the place. Cleaned me out.
What happened to the night watchman? Surely you have one?
Yeah, disappeared. Should be on the door downstairs all the time.
Constable?
Yes, Sergeant?
Go downstairs and have a look around for the night watchman.
Right, Sergeant.
Yes, and if you find him, tell him he's fired. He can go.
After I've spoken to him.
Right, Sergeant.
I reckon you'll be needing this. This is what was sticking out of the serviceman's back.
Screwdriver.
I used my handkerchief.
Good.
Thanks. We'll subject this to an intensive fingerprint search and microphotography. Might yield something.
Mr. Lazard.
Yeah?
You say you've been called out 4 times. What do you mean exactly?
4 times this week. Started on Sunday night, then again on Monday and on Tuesday. Last night I can sleep. But tonight they call me out again.
False alarms?
They all seem to be.
What caused the alarm to go off on the 3 previous occasions?
They thought it was a fault, but they were not able to find it.
Oh, I see. You think that the 3 false alarms had anything to do with tonight?
How should I know? But it seems funny.
Well, I'd be much obliged, Mr. Lazard, if you'd check your stock and let me know exactly what is missing.
All right, yes. I will go and phone my manager.
Well, there's no hurry. In the morning we'll do fine. I'm going down to see if Constable Willems has found your night watchman. Constable!
We're back here, Sergeant.
The night watchman.
I reckon so.
Can you wake him?
Well, that's what I've been trying to do ever since I found him. He's as drunk as a lord.
Did you find the bottle with him?
Yes, Sergeant.
He's going to take some sobering up.
Any suggestions, Sergeant?
No, I'll leave that to you. I'm going up to the hospital, so there's no hurry. I'm anxious to talk to the burglar alarm man who was stabbed. He's probably undergoing an operation, so I won't be able to talk to him until he comes round from the anesthetic. If he comes round.
The detective sergeant is advised of the serviceman's condition on his arrival at the hospital by the doctor who performed the emergency operation.
He's a very lucky youngster. The screwdriver penetrated the chest cavity between the 3rd and 4th ribs. It missed an important artery by a matter of half an inch.
Oh.
Had that been severed, he would have bled to death in a matter of a few seconds. Instead, the point of the screwdriver penetrated the left lung. It was a terrific blow he received with it. The wound was only just short of emerging from the patient's chest. It must have gone in up to the hilt. Yeah, the screwdriver, that is. Does it have a big handle?
Yes.
I thought so. The handle hit the spinal column between the 3rd and 4th vertebrae. I very much fear that the damage there is much more serious than that sustained by the lung.
Meaning, Doctor?
The lower half of his body may well be paralyzed.
Do you feel well enough to answer 1 or 2 questions?
Yeah, okay.
Did you see who did it?
No, not properly. He was standing in the dock. I got out of the lift and I couldn't see, just having stepped out from the light.
Did you know there was somebody there?
Well, as soon as he spoke, I did.
What did he say?
I think he got a fright when the lift doors opened. He said something like, "What's that?" or "Who's that?"
Did you wonder who he was?
Yeah. I asked him who he was, and he said that Mr. Lazard had asked him to pop in on his way home from the bioscope.
So you presumed he was something to do with the business?
Yeah.
Did he actually use the name Lazard?
Yeah. That's what made me think everything was okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'd been to the place 3 times this week with the old man, Lazard, though. But I'd never met any of the other staff there.
So it's someone who knows the Capricorn Discount Company well enough to be acquainted with the managing director's name. Any impressions of this man, the man who stabbed you?
Only that I seem to think he was tall. I don't know why.
Anything about the voice?
Yeah, I'd know it anyway. I'll never forget it.
What sort of voice was it? Rough? Well-spoken?
I don't know how you'd describe it. Quite a nice voice, really, I suppose.
This might sound odd, but was there any sort of distinctive smell associated with the man? Say, an aftershave lotion?
No, I don't think so.
Anything else? Any other impressions?
No.
It's almost midday when Detective Sergeant Frank returns to the Capricorn Discount Company's premises.
Well, Constable Willems, sir?
He's feeling very sorry for himself, Sergeant, but he's well enough to talk to.
Where is he?
He's lying down in the yard here, Sergeant.
A silly fool. What's he had to say for himself?
Complains, mostly. Says he has too much bubble-ass.
It certainly looks that way. How are you, my boy?
How was it? Bubble-ass.
No, I don't expect any sympathy here. What happened to you?
The
too much puza, my boss.
Yes, I know, but where did you get it from?
It's the big boss give it to me.
Which big boss?
That one was here before. 3 times he's coming here.
When?
At night time, my boss.
What did he want?
He is here to look around. He promises much money at end of the week.
No, I think you've had that. Did he tell you to drink this whole bottle of brandy?
Yes, my boss.
You're lucky a bubble glass is all you got. You could have died.
Boss.
Hey, you've been a fool, my boy. Mr. Lazard is going to fire you.
The boss has already fired me, sir.
Didn't you know that the big boss, as you call him, was going to steal Mr. Lazard's property?
Yes, boss. But they promised me much money.
They?
There's 2 others, sir.
How did they come?
In the big van, boss.
Well, my boy, the bad news is that you're under arrest.
Me, my boss? Why?
You're an accessory before the fact. You helped the men.
Oh, boss.
Yeah, that's right. And all you've got for your trouble is a king-size hangover.
Detective Sergeant Frank and Detective Constable Willemser sift the evidence at their disposal in a CID office at John Foster Square.
3 men with a van, a Bantu night watchman who could, and will, if we ever find him, prove helpful as an identification parade.
And Desmond Faraday might be able to help us there as well.
He remembers that the man who struck him down had what seemed to be a nice voice. He had the impression that his assailant was a big man, whom the night watchman had never seen before this week.
And the same big man obviously knew that there was a Mr. Lazard attached to the discount company.
Yes, that seems significant.
There's the brandy bottle with the fingerprints other than those belonging to the night watchman.
And it bears the label of the bottle store from where it was purchased, the Albion in Bromfontein.
Now, that might be significant too, the area.
Did Mr. Lazard compile a list of the stolen stuff?
Yes, Sergeant, along with quantities and values. Here.
Oh, thanks. Detective Sergeant Frank.
Afternoon, Sergeant. Pretoria here, Bureau of Standards. We have a report on that screwdriver which was sent over here this morning. It's a Vulcan 8-inch, standard type, imported from America. No fingerprints.
Blast.
But when it was subjected to chemical tests, traces of animal fat were discovered.
Animal fat?
Yes. There was a considerable amount of it around the shaft and in the socket of the handle.
What sort of animal fat?
Beef and pork.
Then is the screwdriver from a butcher's?
That's what we thought at first, but if it were a butcher's screwdriver, wouldn't you expect to find mutton fat too?
That's true. What about an abattoir?
Possibly, but they slaughter sheep too.
Did your chemical tests reveal anything else?
Well, the source of the fat seemed to be the socket in the handle. We took the shaft out. There was a considerable deposit of animal tissue, none of it human. We've managed to isolate cows and pigs.
Is the tissue old or new?
Both.
Can you put a date on the oldest deposit?
Yes, a carbon test fixes it at 3 years.
And the newest stuff?
Just a matter of days.
All right, Mr. Cooper. Is that the lot?
Yes, I've already sent the screwdriver back to you.
Oh, thank you.
Cheerio.
You look worried, Sergeant.
I'm trying to figure out where and how a screwdriver would be used so it came into contact with beef and pork carcasses.
Butchers?
That's possible. Unlikely, though. No mutton fat. Same applies to an abattoir.
Well, what about a chef in a kitchen somewhere?
Same thing applies. There aren't many kitchens. I was going to say that don't have mutton or lamb about, but I suppose some of the plushier high-class restaurants would qualify. Would they?
Possible.
But a screwdriver, you don't cut meat with a screwdriver.
That's for sure.
Cold storage place. Or a meat processing factory.
They handle mutton, don't they, Sarge?
There's one way to find out. Compile a list of all such firms on the reef and go visiting.
No, pork we don't have. We're kosher.
Yeah, we got all
three. Beef, pork, and mutton.
We specialize in pork sausages and ham. Maybe a little bit of bacon sometimes. No beef.
Si, sir, no mutton here. We make a processed meats, salami, sausages, and ham.
Anybody else along the Witwatersrand one manufactures exactly what you do?
It's not that I know of. If there is, they're not big enough to be competition for us.
Have you ever seen this screwdriver before?
How can I be sure? A screwdriver's a screwdriver,
Which of your employees would use such a tool?
Electrician, maintenance man.
I wonder if you could arrange for me to see your men working unobserved.
Oh, see. When you want to do this?
This afternoon.
Sure.
The two detectives bring the Bantu night watchman Samson Butuleze to the premises of Apollo Meat Processing Braamfontein. They stand in an office which overlooks the working area.
Not Bovelas now, are you?
No, my boss.
Right. I want you to look through this window and tell me whether you recognize anybody.
Yes, boss.
Oh? Well, go on, then.
Yes.
Well?
No, sir.
Oh, blast it.
Wait a minute.
Yes, what is it?
That one has just come in, the overalls, down beside the big machine. He is the one. He's promising me money. This one's name is a mayor. He's something of a comic. He get up and sing at the drop of a hat,
What does he do around the place?
He's electrician.
Are you sure that's him, Samson?
Yes, my boss. Most definitely.
Right.
Are you going to arrest?
No, we'll keep him under surveillance. That way, there's the chance of him leading us to the other two and the goods. Where does this mayor character live?
I can't tell you now, but tell you what, I'll go have a look in the records,
A bottle of brandy ties up, Sergeant. The Albion bottle stores in Braamfontein, too.
And the singing would account for the nice voice.
Samson?
What?
You realize you could be making too much trouble for this man if you're mistaken.
No, I'm not mistaken, my boss. He is the one. He giving me babelas and plenty nonsense. See, I've got here. He's live in Melville.
Full address?
156 2nd Avenue.
The address turns out to be that of a boarding house, as the two detectives discover when they visit the premises in disguise.
Yeah? Routine check on the number of Bantu residing on the premises.
Oh. Well, let me see. There's 3, I think. Elsie, keep that kid quiet, man! Can't hear yourself think someone's always racket going on.
Where do they live?
Who, Elsie and the kid?
Oh, no, the Bantu.
Oh, out in the back.
Well, just go and have a look.
Yeah, help yourself. We've nothing to hide. I'll be upstairs if you want me.
What do you think, Sarge?
All that stuff that was pinched from Lazard's place was bulky. Van load of stuff. It'd need a garage or something to hide it in. Let's go. Take a look.
Outbuilding's as clean as a whistle, Sarge. But what about inside?
No, they wouldn't. A lot of stuff coming into a place like this would be seen and commented on. They wouldn't risk it. It's probably with one of Mayer's accomplices.
How do we find out who they are?
Just keep Mayer under surveillance. He's bound to go calling sooner or later, or they'll call on him.
5 days later, Detective Sergeant Frank and Detective Constable Willemse are part of a squad of men commanded by Lieutenant Johan Vermeulen, detailed to raid an address in Lynmere.
And Mayer's inside, is he?
Yes, sir. He arrived with another man.
Does the other man live here?
No, sir. The house is rented by some people called Tomaselli. He doesn't seem to work. He's always at home, sir.
All right, I'll knock at the front, and you and Detective Constable Willemse cover the back.
Very good, sir.
Open up, police!
All set, Willemse?
Yes, Sarge.
Can you see the windows on that side?
Yes. Come on, open this door!
Watch it. Here they come. All right. Police. That's enough. You're under arrest. Just stand where you are. Keep your hands well away from your sides. Frisk him, Willemse.
Right, Sergeant.
Right, copper. Now let me go. You shoot and your man gets it first.
He's got me in an arm lock, Sergeant.
Come on, Mayor, don't be a fool. This'll get you nothing.
It'll get me away from you.
Oh, watch it, Sergeant. He's got a gun.
And he knows how to use it, too.
Get down, Sergeant.
Now, drop that gun. Drop that gun. Do as I say or your pal gets it.
Don't worry about me, Sergeant.
You shut your mouth.
Sir, round the back.
No! Nobody can help you, mister. You're going with me.
What's all the fuss here?
He grabbed Willemse, sir.
But we don't want any trouble. Enough's enough.
Fool, we can all get away.
But for how long, Jack? Where do we go?
Come on with me. I'll see you right.
Not a chance. You've messed up the whole business. We can't even get rid of the stuff we've pinched.
Never mind that now.
It was very nearly a murder charge, Mayor. Don't do anything foolish now.
I don't think you're in any position to dictate to me. I'm leaving with our friend here. If there's any attempt made to follow, he gets it.
He's bluffing, sir.
No! I thought I told you to shut up. Now stand up straight and move. Nice and easy. Any attempt to come anywhere near me and this copper gets it. Come on, copper. You coming with me?
Oh, wait a minute.
No, Sergeant. He means it. Let him go.
Nice and easy now. Then nobody gets hurt.
Mayor forces the detective constable into the car parked at the front of the house.
Right. Get him behind the wheel. Nice and easy. That's the idea. And I get in the back.
They'll come for you. They won't bother about me.
I hope for your sake that you're wrong. Now drive. Come on, let's go.
Well, where to?
Don't know yet. Just get us a long way away from here.
Nicer?
Well, get these two Carols in the van and we'll arrange a reception party for Mr. Mayor.
Roadblock, sir?
Yeah.
What Mayor said didn't sound like threats to me, sir.
And do you have another suggestion?
I wouldn't worry about Constable Willemse if I were you, sir. He's a very resourceful character.
Well, there's a stop street ahead. Where do you want me to go?
Turn left.
All right.
And don't try anything fancy. This gun's pointed at the back of your head.
You're being a fool. You know that, don't you?
Shut up and drive.
Left, you said?
That's right, and hurry it up. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you reversing?
You'll see.
The wall! Mind where you're going! What the devil do you think you're doing?
It all happens so quickly. Detective Constable Willemse suddenly throws the car into reverse. Mayor, expecting the car to move forward and to the left, is thrown off balance. The motion of the car causes him to bang his head on the driver's seat. This gives Detective Constable Willemse the advantage he needs. Disregarding Mayor's shouts, he directs the car backwards at a high brick wall. After the inevitable collision, during which Mayor again hits his head and drops the gun he's holding, there's a sudden roar as spilt petrol ignites.
It's on fire!
Get out!
I can't. The door's jammed.
Come on, get out!
Don't leave me!
Come on, man, over the seats. Come on, hurry up!
Give me your hand.
Here. Come on, over!
I am.
The petrol tank will be going soon. For heaven's sake, hurry up!
There.
Come on your feet! Now run!
The blast of the explosion threw the two men onto their faces in the roadway. Neither was seriously hurt. Mayer was so shaken by the fact that he'd narrowly escaped death by burning that Detective Constable Willemse had no difficulty in effecting an arrest. At the subsequent trial, it was learned that Mayer had purchased goods from the Capricorn Discount Company. That was how he'd discovered the name of the managing director. He also took the opportunity of acquainting himself with the layout of the business. Samson Butulezi, having turned state's witness, received a suspended sentence. The other three, Wilfred Brunt, Henry Lampton and John Mayer, were sent to prison for periods varying between 3 and 10 years. The burglar alarm serviceman is in a wheelchair to this day. He will never walk again.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of Squad Cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors,